What it do, what it do, what it do, gang. I am back. It's your boy DJ. We are back with another episode of Off the Plizzy, Off the Plank. I already see Banner already cutting up in the damn comments. But yeah, man, y'all know we back with another one, man. I'm waiting on Brandon. Brandon is better late than never, per usual, as Banner would say. But we had to do it like this here. You know what I'm saying? Brought one of my boys from the Wiz Tang. You know what I'm saying? The one and only, Mr. Ball Ross himself. What it do, brother? How you doing?
What's up?
Oh, yeah, I forgot you can even do that on here. I don't know if mine gonna do it, but man, how you doing? How you feeling?
Feeling great, man. It's a little warm, but feeling pretty good, man.
Down there in the swamps.
Yes, sir.
Down in the swamps. So you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to wait until a little more people pop in, put their head in, so we can really get it going. Talking snakes, talking that yellow belly gang.
Let's get it.
Letting them know why those supers. I don't know. You feel like supers are better? Like, how do you feel about? We're gonna get into it. We're gonna get into it. Let me check to see who in here while we still early. You know, we got them early birds in here right now. First off, what up, Fred? Appreciate you for popping in, my brother. We got more Fords. What's good? Happy Tuesday. Miss Jamie, how you feeling? More Fords, of course. We got Vanna, of course. Princess Van's in the building. Who else? We got Chris. Yes, sir. Hey, Chris, I did not forget about what I got to get that together. I know I've been taking a long time, but I've been dealing with so much. But I got to go ahead because Chris is actually one of the I put powered by, but Chris is actually one of our sponsors, looking out for us and all the extra with that cocoa. If y'all ain't got no cocoa, y'all need to holler at Chris, man. BNS Reptilian, definitely holler at Chris. You got that pack. Got the pack going out for the low. Who else we got in here? All City Surfer. What's good, James? I appreciate you popping in. I'm a smurf all y'all too. That's blue, man. Got a smurf all y'all. You know what I'm saying? Y'all might feel crazy, but I'm a smurf all y'all for sure. Chris said, what's good? The banner. And Chris, like you said, yes, please make sure that y'all. I got you, bro. But make sure y'all holler at Chris for that cocoa, man. He got that cocoa to go. And he got what's the other one, Chris? Off the top of my head, I can't remember. Shipping them bricks. All white. Oh, wrong channel. But yeah, we do have Mr. Ball Ross himself. You know what I'm saying? The infamous Brian. That's what it is. Chris is right. The chipper, I forgot. But we definitely got Brian on here, man. I just wanted to bring him onto the show. And I show love to everybody else as far as the strangers, the sunsets, all the recessives. I feel like we don't really talk about I want to call them the pioneers of the game, the pastels, the yellow bellies, you know what I'm saying, leopard, you know what I'm saying, the ones that's been around damn near forever and ever and ever. They really ain't getting all that love like they normally used to. But Brian's here to let y'all know why yellow belly is the shizness. He did.
It is.
For sure. So, Brian, for the folks that might not know you, that might be new to my actual channel, let them know a little bit about you, your history, what where you coming from, where you from. Go ahead. Spotlight's on you, brother.
What's up? My name's Brian. Living down in North Central Florida, Silver Springs. Been breeding for about 3 years solid now. Started collecting about 2018. Got mentored by CL Serpents for a while. Worked out really well for me. Learned a lot of cool stuff. Branched out pretty much on my own now. Just loving it, man. This is like one of the funnest things I've ever done. What's up?
No, I was saying for sure. I agree with you.
Besides just the snakes, the camaraderie alone is pretty cool too. The people you get to meet, the people you get to hang out, talk with, build relationships, bonds with.
Look, there you go. There you go. There you go. Right
What it
there.
do?
Gang, 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 gang.
Gang, gang.
What it do? What it do? Yes, sir. I love the energy, man. Everybody popping in tonight, man, showing a little love. See, man, I gotta start bringing more celebrities on here, man. When I bring the celebrities, they come out. What up? What up? What up? So who else in here? Chris, yes, sir.
I mean, other than that, I basically just went through all the motions a lot of other people go through, rebuild until you find your direction.
So let me ask you this: when you first started, right? What were you getting in that you got rid of recently, so that so you just change your mind and just change all just switch gears on that?
Yeah, this is gonna be funny.
Hold on, before you get into that, hold on, before you hold that thought, I gotta welcome to the stage my OG, the big celebrity, the B-list celebrity. I'm calling him on the B-list right now because he said he tries to be humble, but he's still a celebrity in the gang. And if y'all ain't joined his Patreon, y'all slipping. I better get on that thing. None other than K Jizzle. What it do, baby?
What's up, KG?
Hey, that's crazy. I just knew you was going back. Bring somebody in like Kabilka or somebody. Damn.
Hey, I'm ready.
Crazy.
I said B-list because you want to be humble. You know what I'm
saying? Hey, man, that's so funny. Hey, and you didn't tell me we had a celebrity in here already. We got little Dicky in the house.
Hey. Damn. Oh yeah, they about to be a dope. They already about to be one of them episodes.
What up,
tonight,
B?
What's going on, KG?
What's poppin'? Oh,
you
man,
know,
ain't nothing, man. Just over here clowning. That's all.
Yeah, man. I love it, man.
Hell yeah.
/ Bomb Projects family in here tonight, man. We all over the place, man.
Yo, Daytona's gonna be lit.
I keep hearing that, bro. That's crazy.
Yeah, okay. You ain't coming out, man. You know it's my birthday around that time.
I'm still on the fence. Yeah, mine. When's your birthday?
Yo, that's because breeding ball pythons will make you homeless, Will.
Yeah.
Mine's actually August. My birthday is August 6th, but I plan to celebrate it when I get out.
Oh, you right before me. I'm on the 14th.
Oh shit. See?
Yeah, come on, bro. Leo forever. Yeah, we supposed to be going to Amsterdam, man.
Oh yeah, you gonna be lit.
Yeah, you got to get over to Houghton, man. You got to get to Houghton, bro, where it goes down.
You know any breeders out of Amsterdam?
Where?
Out there where you going? You know breeders?
Yeah. Dutch Dragon, he's cool as hell. My boy Dean from Dean's Reptiles, he's not too far away in Rotterdam, which is like the next city over.
Okay.
And then we was probably gonna jump on the train and go hit up either Germany or the UK or something.
Oh yeah, y'all gonna bring the world out there. Getting them stamps.
Nah, man. Hey, we're gonna stay at them hostels, dog.
That's the way to do it in Europe.
$2 a night. Hey, I just don't want to be part of a sequel.
Nah, that's real. But back to Brian. Brian, go ahead and let everybody know, like you were saying, like I was asking, basically when you first started, the genes that you started with, and then you kind of like 180 from those genes now and got rid of.
Oh, HRA. That's what I started out with.
Okay, you're gonna lower
HRA is fire, man.
I still have some. Yeah, but I started out with what got me breeding ball pythons when I seen Corey Woods. He produced a red Exoticz genetic stripe, and it was just an all silver snake. It was like once I seen that, I was like, man, that's like one of the coolest things I've ever seen. And that was when I first got into this. So I went out and bought some red Exoticz and a bunch of genetic stripe stuff, and that's where I started. Skipped clown. I didn't even. First recessive I bought into was genetic stripe. I skipped all the other ones.
Oh wow! So you don't even have? Do you have genetic stripe now?
Oh yeah, I still have 4 females. Yep.
Okay. And what about the HRA? You done got rid of that?
No, I got an HRA clown. as a
Let
male.
me see that. Let me see
Really? Yeah. What does that look like? I was just about to say the same thing.
that. The Leo connection.
Hey, never mind me, bro. I'm over here assist feeding a hatchling. That's why I keep
There
looking
you
down.
go.
Oh no, you good. Oh, let me
See
blow
if I
that
can
up.
get his head, see his head stamp too.
It's
Ain't too long
similar.
though.
It's funny because the side patterns are similar to like black pastel or
Yeah,
hurricane or something like that.
and that's
Look like a
his
bunch of
underbelly.
So this is the super form, not the het
No,
red. This is red
this
example.
this this is het red. This
Oh,
isn't
this
the
is
super
het
form.
red. Oh, okay.
Yes.
What does the super form look like?
So it's like it looks almost
Is it silver too?
it's very like silvery gray.
Okay.
Yep.
silvery gray.
So it's
HRA.
almost like how the how that super lorry looks.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, those are dope. I remember the first time I saw Brian that hatched one of those out, super lorry leopard, and it was like black and silver. That thing was incredible.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yep.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen that. It ain't too many people working HRA like that. Well, that I know of. I'm pretty sure there is a lot of people that could have been around for a minute, right?
Yeah. It's been around since like 2002, I think.
HRA had?
Yeah, I believe so.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
When Corey Woods imported his version.
Oh wow, I ain't even know
Oh,
that.
so that's the original then. I always thought Lori was the original, but
I guess Lace Blackback or maybe might be the original.
that's what it was called originally.
I believe so.
Okay.
Lace black.
But yeah, I shifted away from all the HRA stuff, and now it's becoming popular again.
Yeah, it kind of sucks, right? When it kind of like recycles and come
like,
back. Like what the hell? Like why y'all couldn't do that then?
Yeah, that's all right. I'm happy with the direction I'm going.
And what direction is that? Let the people know. You ain't
Um,
gotta give away all your secrets though.
Nah, there ain't no secrets, man. I just I just spent quite a little bit of money on the Scrambler gene stuff, so we're gonna be working that pretty good over
really?
there.
Did you
Yeah.
get it from Marcus Jane, or you got it from
I got
what's
most of
from
it's from Richard Jones,
Richard Jones? Okay. Is he in the States?
Chattanooga,
Chattanooga.
Tennessee, and
Okay.
Angie.
Yeah. Okay.
I got my het pied mail from Bowd.
Jeremy Bod. Okay.
Yep.
Yep.
And then I got one more mail coming in from Petrogenetics.
Hey, that's it. I just want y'all to see. That's what you got to do when you get them. This snake still hasn't had his first shed. So when they go, if they're out the egg, this was in a boob egg. It was 28 grams. So when they come out the egg, you got to assist feed them. You know, they won't shed. So you almost have to force them into a second shed. So what I like to do is, you can see there's already one pinky down there. So I like to go put one in, get him going, and then trick them. And then, you know, shove the nose into the ass of the one that's already down.
Yeah.
So they get in 2 meals.
You know, let me ask you this.
And if you
know
do
how
that about every
down?
5 days, they should go back in the shed. And, you know, after they come out of that second shed, they usually eat on their own at that point. But, you know, that snake's tiny, man.
You don't hold them upside down like how some people do, KG?
I've done it. Some work, but this snake was literally, bro, the last week when I assist fed it, it would only take one, and it took me an hour of holding the rat in its mouth. So it would move, I got to move with it. 1 hour before it finally said, well, fuck it, it ain't coming out, so it's got to go down. So once it took that one down, I left it alone. And then today, I ran it back, and once I got it, you know, in his mouth, it just started eating it on its own. So then I gave it 2. So
Yeah,
now,
I mean, if it's already in motion.
Yeah, that'll get them going. Usually after they shed, because it missed the first shed, so it's still like glossy. Maybe about 4 or 5 of those pinkies in, it'll throw itself into another shed. And then when it comes out of that shed, it usually eats on its own. So that's a little trick.
Nice.
I'm gonna have to start sending the ones that don't eat for me. I'm gonna have to send them to somebody else because
You can't do it.
I tried once, bro. It becomes survival of the fittest over here. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
Okay, so I like what you just said. Now, it's easy to give up on a snake that's worth $200.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
You feel what I'm saying? That snake is worth $4,000. So are you gonna force feed it, or are you gonna just let it go?
Yeah, let it go. Yeah, no, I feel what you're saying.
It's a lot. Hey, it's a lot easier to be patient when you staring 4,000 in the face.
Nah, that's facts.
That's double head DG monsoon. So it's like, nah, forget that survival of the fittest. You're gonna eat, buddy. Now, if
making this happen.
Yeah, if it was just a pastel head clown, I might be lazy and just, I'll throw Pinky in there, don't eat. Okay, I'll go another week, and I'll keep pushing it out. But when you got a banger, you're gonna make sure that thing eats.
Yeah, that's right.
You know what I mean? So I try not to be biased, I try to treat them all the same.
Give them all the same.
Yeah, even if it is going to the wholesaler, I still feel like I gotta save his life,
Okay.
But
I mean, shit ain't nothing wrong with it. I'm just
nah.
I try, but worst case scenario, it's survival of the fittest.
Okay,
but,
so I tell you what. If I said, "Hey, I'm gonna give you that snake. I'm gonna ship it to you right now." It hasn't even shed it. It hasn't even shed its first time. Are you gonna tell me no?
No, I'm gonna keep force feeding that motherfucker. I ain't gonna even lie.
Exactly.
It'll be one hell of a learning experience for me. I mean, even though it'll be one hell of a learning experience.
It's one of those things that, because originally, to be transparent, I was like you. If that thing don't eat, it just don't eat. Oh well. I got a Pueblo milk snake. I could throw it in there. But once you start hatching out some crazy shit, you're like, nah, this thing got to eat. So it forced me to have patience and work with it. Like I said, I spent almost an hour last week trying to get it to take. Yeah. So once it goes, it's a lot faster. Like today, that took me 3 minutes to feed him 2.
Oh, that ain't bad. So what about that? So like, once you get it eaten, I guess it's pretty much you don't know that it'll be good when it start taking the food on its own.
Yeah, I mean, some are. It's weird. So last year I sold a snake to a friend of mine I went to high school with. His daughter wanted a snake, a black pastel pod. This snake came out of the egg. I'm talking about when I cut it and it poked its head out, it was striking. So when it crawled out, I'm like, oh, this is gonna be a great eater. Like this thing was a scumbag. It literally would strike the prey until it died, but wouldn't eat it. And I end up going to his house once a week for about probably 3 months before it started to eat on its own. But it was one of those cases that all I had to do was just get the rat in its mouth, and then it would, it would do the like wrap up, like, oh, I got it now. But it was something about striking and holding it that it couldn't comprehend. Like it would strike the rat, but it wouldn't like grab it and hold it and wrap it. So, some take a long time. Some are quick to learn.
Yeah.
But that's the way it is. Now listen, this is not my show. This is Brian's show. So let me shut up.
Yeah, I know. I'm
let Brian get in there.
Yeah. Nah, man, you're all good.
Nah, man. I'm over here taking over the show and shit.
Listen, when gems are being dropped, we listen.
That's all the second segment of the show. But so yeah, Brian. So let's talk about the yellow belly complex a bit, because I know you work that pretty heavily in your collection, right?
Yes, I do.
So, just as far as supers and like I was asking before, the supers and recessive game, like how do you feel? Like, do you feel like they still have worth as far as like, how like a lot of people now they're more so just gravitating to all recessives or whatever the case may be.
Right.
How do you feel like yellow belly falls within all of that?
Well, I've been seeing people hatch super asphalt clowns, and you ain't going to be able to buy one of them. I don't think anybody's going to let them go. So I mean, there's something right off the rip that's really good with the supers. The thing with the yellow belly complex is with the supers, you don't have to do the guessing. You know, that's a really important part when it comes to the yellow belly complex, because you can't tell them apart. So the supers in that complex are really important when you're trying to target a specific gene.
Mm.
When yellow belly looks like an asphalt and you can't tell them apart, that's when you really need the supers, when you want to work with that specific gene. Then there's no guessing.
So how you feel about ivories?
I
A
love
lot
them.
of people feel like you can't really see nothing in ivories besides just knowing that it's a super yellow belly. Unless you put that in there.
I get why people try to avoid them for sure, especially when you're working with multiple genes in the animals. You know, they don't tend to show them a lot. I think ivories just get a bad rap because of that only. I'll take an ivory clown any day of the week.
But think about that from a breeding standpoint, right?
Yeah.
If you're a breeder, I always tell people, don't be scared because you got yellow belly on both sides or you got fire on both sides. Because as a breeder, you were trying to hold back the best snake.
Yes.
So you don't care if you're holding back a white snake. Now you have genetic testing, so you know exactly what's in that white snake, right?
Yes.
But now when I breed it again, like you said, B, there's no guesswork. I know I'm going to pass fire. I know I'm going to pass yellow belly and whatever other genes that it tested for. So you don't care if it's white or not.
No,
At that point, you could sell the ones that are non-ivories and just hold back the ivories for yourself. You know, so when you breed, it's a crazy powerhouse. It's a hard selling point because without genetic testing, and I post a white snake and tell you it's stranger, it has stranger, leopard, and hurricane also, you're like, I'm going to pass.
Yeah,
you know, that's a tough sell. Yeah, when it's just an all-white snake with black eyes, you're like,
for sure.
Yeah, But if I post that same genetics, right, ivory, stranger, hurricane, leopard, and I post it for $150, people gonna jump on it like, ooh, I'll take a risk at that.
Yep. 100%.
But if it was only had one copy of yellow belly and you could see it expressing all those genes, now I can post it for $6,500.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And people will jump on it because they can see it. It's hard. You know, that's tough, man. You know, that's like me telling you, hey, just send me 10,000, man. I'm a producer, a DG Stranger clown this year, but I'm taking pre-orders.
Right.
You're not gonna get anybody to just send you 10K. I don't care if they see the two snakes locked up. They're like, I'll wait. Yeah, I'll wait. I'll wait till I see the visual. So,
I could have got that for someone else, but it makes sense. I feel you.
I mean, when you're breaking down complexes, though, I mean, it's not the only one that has white snakes either. You know,
that's why I said fire. You know, yellow belly is white.
The lesser complex.
Mostly all the bells turn white. You know, so but if let's say Mojave is your favorite gene, or yellow belly for that sake, we'll just use yellow belly. That's your favorite gene. You should never be worried about making that white snake.
Never,
because you're going to keep that anyway as your holdback, and then all the non-white snakes you can sell. So don't let that be like, oh, I don't want to do it because I might make a white snake. Look at Miguel. He got 2 pairings this year to make some crazy Desert Ghost puzzle stuff. But there's yellow belly on both sides.
I ain't gonna stop him.
No, hell no. He's like, I'm shooting the shot. I don't give a damn.
Yeah, 100%.
And I always feel like the supers are harder to produce than it is if I went head to head. You know,
and that's another thing.
Yeah.
You know, how many ivories do you really believe you're gonna hit in that clutch?
Exactly. It's weird. I think if you got to trick the odds guys, right? And just pray like, please, I want all ivories, and then you'll hit none.
Hey, you know why you saying that? I really believe in that, bro. Like real talk. Like it normally happens like that.
No, hey, when you always want something, you're not getting it.
Hey, you gotta manifest it one way or another.
Yes.
Crazy.
Yes.
That's tripping. That's
Put the
wild.
reverse psychology on the odds gods.
So let me ask you this, Brian. So out of the snake that you produced that are yellow, they had in the yellow belly complex, what's your favorite and why?
I think my favorite is it's a choice between two of them: the road rage and the pavement.
You have
Road rage.
What's a road rage?
It's asphalt spark.
Okay. You got one of those to show?
Yeah, I got a couple of those.
Oh yeah,
yeah. You see, I got close all of a sudden. I need to see that.
We love to see snake.
We all learned it, man. The road rage.
Oh, he done heard HOA. The HRA bat signal went off.
Yeah.
That's the road rage. So that's spark and asphalt.
Okay.
Oh wow.
There you go. There's
That's got the lines like the actual street too, like the dashes.
Oh yeah.
That's real nice.
It's darker. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's that asphalt.
And and spark has a different tone, like color tone too.
Oh, it's like orangish almost.
Yeah.
I love the tone of spark.
Yeah.
I got that, and the pavement is probably between those two are my favorites.
Those are hard. The pavement's hard to tell between a freeway, right?
From
a super
asphalt.
Yeah, super
They're
asphalt,
harder to tell from a super asphalt, but that's the pavement.
Damn. I like the sides.
Yeah.
That's a male?
This is a female.
Okay.
She just shed and evacuated. So she's ready to eat.
Yeah, that's why she active. Look at her.
Yeah.
It's nice though. I like how the dorsal, how dark the dorsal is, and how it highlights the striping. Somebody said, "What is a driveway? Spectre, asphalt, or gravel?"
Driveway.
A parkway.
So parkway is what, Spectre and something, right?
Oh man, there's like so many of them. I get lost with them.
And that's the shit. There's only so much road.
There's
because
parkways, driveways,
yellow belly and spark. Yeah.
Yep. That's where the road rages came from. A puma.
From a puma. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So wait, puma. You say puma is yellow belly and spark.
Yellow belly spark.
Yes.
Because I got a super stripe. I got a super stripe female.
And that's what? Spark and asphalt?
Spectre,
yellow belly
Inspector.
Inspector.
Yeah.
I got one that's about to drop eggs.
Mine too.
Yep.
Yeah, I put her to my hypopod male.
Mine went to the Mandarin OD.
Oh wow.
Ooh. Mandarin.
Hey.
Yeah, I love me some Mandarin. Now you talking my language.
Yeah.
They said KG pull out the who?
Oh, the Calatoa, the super dwarf retic.
Oh,
I didn't even know you had one of those.
Yeah, we have one.
We don't know what they are in Florida.
Oh,
huh. You can't have retics anymore, huh?
We can't have fucking anything bigger than a boa.
I wonder if super dwarfs are on that list.
Mm-hmm.
They're on there?
Yeah, all retics are.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yep.
The super dwarfs, they stay pretty small.
Yeah, but even though they can't prove that they're living here.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, the berms, that's no denying.
Yeah. Oh, and they have. It's funny. They have super dwarf berms too.
No kidding.
Yep. Yeah. I think they get a little bigger than the super dwarf retic.
How you go about making a super dwarf berm?
It's one of those locality things.
Oh, okay.
There's a breeder out here who breeds them, and they sell for, I want to say, like $12,000 each. Yeah, but that's how rare they are. You know what I mean? You fast forward 10 years, and everybody got them. Obviously the prices don't drop down.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it's gonna be hard for everybody to have them now because there ain't too many people that can have them.
Yeah.
So they might retain some type of value like that, though. You know what I'm saying?
They'll hold value for a while because it's gonna take a while to to get a lot.
Yeah, that's true. But
I mean, then you got to have the real, actual super dwarf localities too, right?
Yeah.
Until we can prove, what is it? Let me see what Chris says. Until we can prove the DNA is totally different, they lump them together. Oh, talking about as far as the super dwarfs and all that extra.
Yeah.
I don't even think they would even care. Like people that don't understand what we got going on in this hobby, that all they see is snake, and automatically they just put everything together in the same category.
And they all the same. Rattlesnake, anaconda, retic, they all the same.
Everything, bro. And it's crazy because like they don't even look the same. So like you know what I'm saying? Like you would think to the naked eye, you'll be able to differentiate between each like the snakes, but they don't care, man.
FWC can't even tell half the time down here.
Nah, you saw that shit.
You know, I'm not gonna talk shit because I don't want them showing up at my door.
Nah, facts. Never know who's watching, man.
But we did find out that they can't tell the difference.
Quick, fast, and hurry.
So, you dropped any eggs this year? Like any you made anything this season? So far, you threw on eggs.
Yeah, I got 5 in the incubator now, and I got 1 clutch that hatched out that I'm actually going to throw up on the Discord so you guys can help me ID it later. Because I'm lost on this one.
What was the pairing?
It was a Cypress to a Fire Yellow Belly Russo.
Oh wow!
Cypress. Yeah, and I'm lost on this one.
Yeah, that's gonna be a. That's gonna be. Every clutch it's funny. Every clutch it seems like, without fail, something hatches and you scratching your head like this doesn't make sense.
I think
you jump over, you jump over the morph and you type in the genes, right? And you
don't even look right.
Yeah, you like they still don't look the same. Like, man, what the hell's going on?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to throw that one up on the Discord later tonight.
Yeah, I want to check that out for sure.
B what's good?
What it do?
Hey, you early, man.
Good evening.
You gotta come on. I get the news.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Hey, man, y'all on that long hair don't care, man. What the hell, man?
You see, I kept.
We see the trend going on. Hair down Fridays is a little lacking the hair, man.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
It's trying to bring it back.
They got to change the name to Hair Off.
Hey, KG, you ever I know you ain't been bald all your life, but what like back in the day?
I made it to about 32.
So what
and then it started thinning, and then I just said, you know what, we're not gonna do the comb over, the backwards, the side. I'm not doing that.
You're not gonna get you ain't want the cowlick?
You ain't want that.
Nah.
You ain't want that Donald Trump.
I'm not gonna bring it over here like this or like nah.
Looking like an 8th grade social studies teacher.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, nah, I'm out. I'm just shaving it. It's all right. I thought somebody was playing a cruel trick on me. Like, man, is my shit thinning? And it's funny because it took a wedding photo for me to see, like, wait a minute, I'm going bald. It was like a sunset wedding, and we taking the pictures, so the sun is facing me. Then when the pictures came back, I looked bald. I went straight to the mirror like, what the hell? Damn, nobody told me I was thin like that. I probably had about 14 hairs up in the front, but I had them things wavy, man. You couldn't tell me nothing.
Hey, that's crazy. Hey, would you ever, if it was that bad, right? You know, like how they have the what them things called? Like how they have the installs now. Like you got.
Oh yeah, they got the man unit now. You can just glue that thing on there.
Would you have ever done one?
Hey, the only time I would do that is if I was like shooting a movie and getting paid to do it.
Now
you know what I mean?
Now they got like laser surgery though.
But that's what I'm saying. I've been like this for 25 years. I can't just show up tomorrow with the full, full fluffy. Yeah, that nobody.
That's gonna look suspect as hell.
I think somebody calling him. But me, somebody was calling you.
Yeah, even the kids would clown me then. Shit.
Right. B, you had anything you want to ask? I know you want to ask Ryan some questions about this whole yellow belly thing and everything like that. He got to show us that scrambler too. He already talked it up.
Yeah, I don't even know who's already talked about.
Oh yeah, we got to see the scrambler.
Well, Brian, you might as well get into it.
I thought y'all was gonna do the rack attack today.
There you go.
Brandon don't want to do the rack attack.
I got a lot more.
Champ.
He's trying to hold his belt.
That's crazy. It looks like Orange Bang, or it looks like Bang, not Orange Bang, but Bang. That thing's clean as hell, man.
There you go.
Try to get towards the tail so you can really see how stretched out it breaks the pattern up.
Oh my god!
And it lifts the pattern up like lace does too.
Yeah.
That's nice. Let's see the dorsal.
Is there calico in that?
Yes, there is. This is a high intensity super orange dream calico vanilla scrambler.
Okay.
Hold on. Let me show y'all. Let me show y'all what it is.
Crazy.
Let me show y'all a picture of the one we was looking at earlier. You can see that?
Yep.
Yep.
That's what he has, but his has calico.
Yeah, that's what I just showed you. You just got to add calico to that one.
God dang.
That's crazy.
It's crazy because it looks DG.
Yeah, it really does. That's why I was like wondering if I should try to put DG into it, but I'm sure them guys in Canada have already doing it.
I would go hypo instead to accentuate the oranges. Yeah.
Yes. I got a black pastel hypo that's waiting.
Oh, and then the black pastel is going to give us some burnt oranges too. So
yes.
Yeah, that'll look like it'll look like the campfire.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. With
I got a plan.
That'll be sick.
I got a plan.
Stand by. I got a plan.
We're gonna start throwing Mandarin into the mix too.
Nice. So what does it look like by itself? Have you seen it by itself yet?
Yeah, it just looks like a normal, pretty much.
Okay.
Yeah, he got one by itself.
Single gene scrambler.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Chris, stay tuned.
Hey, that sounds like it's gonna be crazy.
Oh. Yeah. This is just a single gene.
That's crazy, right? You would have never thought that would.
Hey, it's just like they said. It scrambles up the pattern.
Yeah, check out the bottom of it.
And it's looks like that, like lace, almost on the belly.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like lifts up the pattern a little.
Yeah.
Like up in here, you can see it. Oh, yep. That's a male het pied that is on muscle milk right now.
That's tight.
Yeah.
And then I got two more coming next week.
Oh, so you just bind up the whole market, right?
All the good ones.
All the good examples.
Yeah. All the good examples. I certainly did. I emptied out the 4 of them so far.
So you thinking to put it into the yellow belly complex also?
Yeah, for sure. Yep, I've seen it with yellow belly. Koi City Reptile, I think that's their name, up in the panhandle of Florida. They auctioned off a few of them with the yellow belly in them, and I like the way they look. They have them on Morph Market right now. Actually, a Super Asphalt Enchi Scrambler, I believe that's on Morph Market. Chris Harrinan has them up there.
Hold on, I'm about to see if I can find it real quick.
Yeah, when they come out as babies, they are freaking crazy.
Yeah.
I know Mark Mandic, Marcus James, he got some crazy like hypopie scramblers.
If you just Google scrambler ball python, it'll bring you to his Morph Market request to add the gene, and it shows all the versions that he made.
Jeez.
And they
That
are
Hernan made?
insane. No, that Mark Mandic made.
Oh yeah, Mark Mandic. Those things are, man,
Insane.
crazy. Yeah, them hypo pie scramblers.
Yep.
Man, nuts.
And then just scroll down, you'll start seeing them. Insane, some of these things. And it shows you next to the variations, like it'll show you OD scrambler versus OD.
Yeah.
OD scrambler.
Yep.
Oh.
And then you can see the big difference.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. No, it's night and day. It's crazy.
Damn.
Look at that.
Dang.
Absolutely insane, the enhancement it gives it.
Yep.
It's crazy in pod.
Yeah, all low white pieds.
Jeez.
Woo. Woo.
Always throw low whites.
OD is a must.
There's a
OD
super scrambler in that mix somewhere. That's OD pie too.
This one right here? No, the hypo. Super intensive. Super OD.
Man, look at that. That's nuts.
Yeah, that's dope.
Jesus Christ. Oh my God. I like how it has like green tint. It looks like almost.
Yeah. Yep.
That is crazy. And the hypo, and it just brings all that orange. That's crazy. It's like a Cheeto. Like a stale Cheeto.
Some wild stuff. There's a spider version down lower that it's mind blowing.
Bro, that in leopard is crazy.
Yeah. Yep.
Cypress.
Oh, I'm telling you. It's nuts. And Mark Mandic, he's done the most with it. Yeah.
Yeah, I like the hairstyle. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's pretty wild.
Go crazy.
Like I like how like the oranges how it like fades out like that. That's hard. That's crazy. Pastel. He look good in pastel too.
Like how them oranges at the bottom. That reminds me of.
Tell me pastel don't look good in that.
Yeah, pastel look real good. This right here is crazy.
Yeah, that's wild.
Man.
That's it.
That's it.
Now I see why you said some of my best snakes don't even have a recessive in it.
I tell people that all the time.
Look at that one right there. Yeah. Look at that calico.
Dang.
Yep.
That thing looks fake.
You should. I don't know if that's the camera. Like, did they edit the picture or nothing?
No, not at all. Nope.
And he likes to put his orange logo color next to it, so you can see
how orange it really is. That's crazy.
Yeah, some of the stuff he's made is mind blowing.
Hey Brian, whenever you get to that level, I'm not putting that orange up against this. You'll definitely win. That's crazy. Yeah, that's
the goal with this mostly is as orange as I can possibly be.
Yeah, I remember you saying like you want to bring more oranges into the ball python game anyway.
Yeah, for sure.
That's gonna be nuts. Yeah, that's gonna be nuts. Yep. I can't wait to see him.
I can't wait to make him. Like I said, I'm trying to bring it a different direction than everybody said what you've seen so far too, you know. So it's a gamble for me.
Yeah. I mean, it's a good gamble though. You know what I mean? Because no matter what you do, it's gonna be fire. Like no matter what you put to it, you know what I mean? Versus everyone else, everything people are making now, we already seen it. Yes. So it's exciting to us, but getting into a project that's not really worked by the mass, man, it's just gonna take it to
right there.
Richard trying to get everything in
right there.
Spots.
I think scrambler lace pieds are gonna pop like you wouldn't believe. I think it's gonna be a really nice combination.
That's gonna be crazy. Honestly, I feel like you were saying with the black pastel in it, it's gonna be freaking crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
you know what I think would be dope? We should try to get Richie to do a rack attack with Brian on there.
Richie.
Oh, well, there's levels to this, bro. I'm not up to that level yet.
Man, everybody's saying that about Rich, but I mean, it ain't nothing but, you know, it's all for fun. But I think that'd be dope, though.
I'd still do it. Don't get me wrong. Like, absolutely, any publicity is good publicity, man.
Facts. All right, so official rules. The only way I'm losing this belt, you have to beat 2 of the 3 that I won on. That's the GHI banana, and that's the gray and white one. And it's 2 animals that I feel like you can have that can possibly beat both of those. But you gotta have both of them. You just gotta have both of them. It's gonna be pretty tough.
Wait, say that again?
I was saying I feel like it's 2 animals that I can think of myself that I know that can beat the GHI banana, the oranges in the GHI banana that I posted.
Yeah,
it's an animal that I know that can beat that, and it's also another animal I know that can beat the GHI Mojave. What is it? GHI Mojave. What is she? Oh, GHI Mojave Mystic Leopard. It's 2 animals I know that can beat both of those. But the thing is, it's got to be one person that has both of those genes that can beat both of them. That's the only way I'll be able to. I think I'll be able to beat Top.
Gotcha.
I honestly thought KG was gonna bring out one of them sunsets and try to put that against the banana. That would have been dope.
Yeah, that would have been nice.
What up, Jesus?
Sunset versus the banana.
Let me see if this one's shed. This one's orange too. Oh no!
See some snakes.
Starting shed. She's starting shed.
Oh yeah, it's pretty. What is that?
Orange?
That's Mandarin OD.
Nice.
Yeah, she's much brighter in person, or when she's not going in the shed, obviously.
Okay.
Or when he.
We got to put. You know what we should start doing too? Having like a compare. If we can, if you have both of the snakes like a side by side, so you can see the difference.
Yeah.
So super orange dream and high intensity orange dream, that's 2 different genes.
Oh man, that's like such a conversation to have with probably a geneticist.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's like I don't really know. I think the line breeding is what brought it to the brightness, obviously, you know what I mean? So
because I seen some that says super orange dream and high intensity. So I was like, is that 2 different genes, or is that just super orange dream intensified? You know what I mean? Well, like, is this something you just make?
I believe that at one point RGI was suggesting that high intensity OD is OD enhanced with something else.
Okay.
I mean, don't quote me on that.
Nah, I get it. I think it could possibly be the same.
That's the direction.
Yeah. I think it can possibly be the same. So what all allelics do you have in the yellow belly complex, if you didn't already speak on them?
Oh, we got highways, we have pavements, road rages, freeways. I think that's about it right now. I actually unloaded a bunch of them.
You got freeway combos, or you just got freeway you got freeway combos?
No, nope.
Nope.
I spent like a couple years with my mentor just making allelic combos in the yellow belly complex because we liked them so much.
Nice. So it's just basically the 2 genes and just
most of them, yeah.
So what's your ultimate plan with the allelics in terms of the yellow belly complex?
Well, if it doesn't have asphalt in it, then it's probably going to go because I'm heading the super asphalt direction with all of it.
Me too. I prefer asphalt.
I have a lot of asphalt.
Yeah, I know. I've been shopping on your page. I've been shopping on your page.
Confused with what I got. I keep getting confused.
Super gravel.
All right, cool. I keep calling it asphalt. Every time I turn around, I'm like, I got super asphalt. You're like, nope, it's a gravel.
No, that wouldn't have left here.
So what do you feel is the difference between them all? Like, of course, yellow belly super makes an ivory. What do you feel like the difference is in single gene forms, which you make it supers to put into other stuff? How would you differentiate yourself from the masses?
At this point, it's kind of hard to do with that complex, but you can still think out the box in ways. Other people tried like acid-free ways, and they were very underwhelming. barely even showed up. So that was a gamble for some people. So you just got to keep searching and finding and looking for things that people haven't done yet and try it. I mean, that's really the only thing you can do at this point.
So do you feel like Scrambler can be your staple gene? Like, do you want that to be your staple gene, or do you feel like something else is going to be your staple? You just like Scrambler?
I think as far as staple gene, it's going to be hypo.
Nice.
But I wouldn't mind my name being attached to Scrambler in the future. Like, don't get me wrong. I'd love that. You know what I mean? So, but it's definitely going to be one of my main focuses with Mandarin.
Okay.
Yep.
So you plan on putting the ultra mill to the Scrambler also?
I've been toying that idea around. I really have. I really want to get the Ultramel into my Stranger stuff.
Okay.
I didn't know you had Stranger.
Yep.
What you got a Stranger with?
Stranger Fire Het Clown Boy. That's just about ready to breed too.
Nice.
Yep. Picked up from, shout out to Pip Stalkers.
Oh,
Got the awesome boy from them.
That's dope.
Yeah, I started following Pip Stalkers when I figured out what the name meant. It was so.
Bro, it's one of the dopest names in the industry.
I said the same thing. Like, I even made a whole shout out post about it. I was like, bro, like when I figured out what it actually stood for, I was like, bro, like that's the best name in the whole industry.
What it stand for, bro?
That's just stalking them pips in the incubator.
I know. I was messing with him. I wanted to see if he was gonna get into it. This is nice.
That's the Stranger Fire Boy that I got from them.
You know what that looks like to me?
I'm gonna say G-stripe, huh?
I ain't gonna say it. I ain't gonna say it.
Hey.
You know how they got like colorblind folks? I think he just
that shit cracks me up, bro.
Yeah.
At first, I was like, man, that's so fucking annoying. And then I was like, what you realize is just, just playful banter. It's like, yeah, that is pretty funny.
Yeah. So when I first seen it, it was like, that looks like it could be. Honestly, to me, it just feels like if G-Stripe had a het version, I would say that could be the het version. If it had a visual het, making it non-recessive, of course. Like,
right.
That's why I came up with that whole scheme.
I'll be right back.
Yeah, no doubt.
But yeah, I mean, they're pretty cool. They're pretty cool.
There's your G-Stripe, though. That's just a regular old G-Stripe. Nothing else.
Yeah, that's beautiful right there. You see the little side gut, got some little Stranger going on the side over there. Yeah, you see what I'm talking about? It looks like a strangest, as Props used to say. That thing
I've had there's a couple of snakes that I have that people have asked me if they were Stranger. Like this one too. People have asked me if this is Stranger, and it's just a pastel. That's all it is.
Hold up. That's just a single gene pastel.
Yep.
No.
It's het for hypo. That's it.
No. The only thing that I can make me feel like that is a pastel is the size. I've learned like pastels get freaking huge. You know what I mean? It's like the single gene animals seem to me they get the largest of all the animals.
Yeah, but she's a great eater too.
Yeah, that thing's freaking huge. That definitely looked like a strangest.
I show people that snake and they're like, that's not just pastel. I'm like, it's just pastel.
Is it proven just pastel?
It will be this year.
It's not gonna prove. That thing's not gonna prove. I feel like you possibly got one of the first strangers and you don't.
She's het hypo and het G-stripe. That might have something to do with it.
Why? See where I'm getting to? That het G-stripe definitely probably hold.
Well, the het G-stripe is possible. That hasn't been proven.
Man.
But I assume it's going to prove.
That's a pretty pastel. Like, I like pastel.
People hate on pastels, man, but I tell you what, I feel like I got some really nice pastel.
Yeah, that's pretty too.
This is the first snake. This is the second snake I ever bought and I kept. Female pastel.
That's pretty. Yep. And that's just pastel by itself.
Het Clown.
No Itchy, no Orange Dream, no nothing else.
Nothing else. Just pastel.
What?
Yep. You're like, I mean, you hear a lot, even in like logos, and I don't want to sound like a dick, but a lot of people use this logo quality over quantity.
Yeah.
You got to start putting the quality part in there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. So how do you identify quality? I mean, quality in your terms, because like someone can see a normal and feel like this is the best looking snake they ever seen. So they might feel like this is the best example of a normal, where someone else can see a normal that's super busy and say, oh no, this is the best example of a normal. How do you look for quality in your animals?
Well, I mean, like you would hope by now we've learned to do our research first and look at several different versions of the gene you're going after. You know what I mean? Then pretty much at that point, judge for yourself.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? What do you think is the best looking version of that gene that's available to you?
Yeah.
So it's subjective. It's opinionated and subjective, of course. But
that's what I always said. I always felt like this hobby was very opinionated because everyone likes what they like. You know what I mean? So it's no one gene that can actually just take over unless it's brown. I feel like brown is the only gene that everybody just has to have. I can't say I don't like brown, clown for people that don't know. But at the same time, I just feel like if you can hate on pastel because it's so much, you have to have the same attitude towards brown.
Well, they do the same thing, right?
It's like overworked. I would say the best part about brown that I like is the headstand.
Yeah.
Like if it wasn't for the headstand, it's other things like the scrambler. The scrambler puts that same pattern. Well, that's all of them, but the calico one you just showed, it puts that same dorsal down the back to me.
Yeah.
So it's other genes.
Almost gives it a spider look.
Yeah, it's other genes that you can put into it that can possibly give it the same thing as the brown does, except for you're not going to get that head stamp from nothing else. Definitely not.
I had to go get me a sandwich.
You got you a glizzy.
Oh, here we go.
Said a sandwich, bro. I'm not the one about y'all. I'm not the one about y'all in these glizzies for real.
All good,
I ain't saying nothing, bro.
All good. All right, so for someone that's want to come in and they want to work the yellow belly complex, you know what I mean, and they just hopping in, because I get questions from some of the people that were just recently selling snakes. They'll ask like, what's a good direction? And I always tell them you gotta find what morphs you like, what genes you like, all that type of stuff, and just work from there and build your females so that when you finally do get to the point to get your male, you can plug them in, or get your powerhouse male if that's the case, and then you can build your females off of that. However you want to go about it. What would be the best advice you would give somebody if they was just reached out to you, bought one snake from you, and they bought a lilac yellow belly complex? What would be a direction that you would send them in?
I would tell them what I think works well with it. Like I would try to guide them in the direction of leopard, enchi. That works really, really well with the allelics and the supers. Again, you gotta look at what's out there and decide whether or not you want to like it or take it in that direction, so to speak. So I would implore them to. I would give my suggestions and have them check them out, what I feel works well with it. And then, do, like anything else, man, jump in head first with your research.
Yeah, for sure.
See what catches your eye. What catches my eye might not catch somebody else's eye,
Yeah. So it's one of them yellow belly complex genes. I remember you saying that if you see it in the snake, it's that. Because to me, like all of them pretty much look the same in single gene form. So how did you get to a point to where you can actually dictate, not necessarily dictate, but how can you identify that gene? Like, what does it do different from the other genes in the single gene form that you can absolutely tell that that's that?
All right, so it's Spectre. I just feel that gene completely just stands out than any of the other genes in the complex with brightness, the patterning. It's just, I can't guarantee it, of course.
Yeah.
Obviously. But I've been pretty spot on with that one.
Do you have any?
No, I just got the super stripe right now.
Okay. Yeah, I think DJ had
Can I see the super stripe real quick? You don't want to bother too much because she's trying to lay, right? Well, she gonna lay.
Yeah.
Okay. I just wanted to make because mine.
She's a killer super stripe.
Yeah,
so
mine.
She's super pastel.
I think that I don't know if mine is pastel or super pastel. Let me see if I can show her. I'm gonna see.
Yeah, go grab that bad boy.
She's about to drop some eggs from the Mandarin.
Oh, nice.
Yep.
So you can possibly hit Mandarin, pastel, yellow belly, or specters.
Yes.
Nice.
And I want to try to go maybe I might try to separate the specters and try to make some super specters with combinations.
Nice. I don't even know if I've seen a super specter.
There's not very many of them out there. They're not very overwhelming, but once you start adding combos into them, they really start blowing up nicely. Nice.
Yeah, that's pretty clean. I like that. You know what that looks like to me? I ain't gonna say it.
Everything looks like G Stripe.
I ain't gonna say it, man. I'm telling you, G Stripe going back to come back. G Stripe is going back.
She probably gonna lay some.
It's hard to give people advice in this hobby in the direction they should take their own projects. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because you don't want them coming back 2 years later and be like, yo, you fucked me up, asshole. That shit died like a fucking bomb. You know what I mean? Like,
nah, that's for sure. That's for sure. Like, that's the one thing that I always tell them, like, find a recessive that you absolutely love. Because at the end of the day, if you don't, it depends to me. Like, the way that you're going with the scrambler, you have a long run before a scrambler turns into a pet animal.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you have a long run before it gets to that level. So where a lot of this other stuff that's being made now is so broad to where pretty soon it's going to be a pet quality animal. So it would really suck to tell somebody hop in stranger right now, to me, because it is still beautiful. It's still a banging gene, but at the same time, I see it being produced a lot more.
Right.
Where it's going to start just becoming.
You're going to see a lot of stranger combos this year.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like you have to really come in and think about what you're going to do in the future. You know what I mean? Versus just trying to hop on this gene right now. But if your main focus is just pet industry and trying to make nice quality animals for people that's trying to get in the same way that you are, then yeah, work whatever you want. But when it comes down to the long run and trying to be able to make your inventory pay for itself, to where you sell 2 snakes, now you can buy one more banger snake is going to take you way beyond. You definitely need to get some gotta have a recessive with it. Gotta have a recessive with it.
I mean, I would say find what you like and focus around it.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like I found Scrambler, so I'm focusing projects around that specific gene. I'm going to add hypo to it. I'm going to add pied to it. You know what I mean? Other incomplete dominance.
Yep.
And branch it out from there and grow it from there. You know what I mean? Don't just try to jump in, make a bunch of Scrambler. All right, I got a bunch of Scrambler. You know what I mean? Like, actually grow the project.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of people don't do that.
Yeah, they don't do it. They want to mass produce it now and just to get as much money out of it that they can. And it's sad because that's how the projects to me become dead end projects.
Right. Yep. Like, I mean, like it's not a dead end project, but take DG Clown for example. Everybody's such a rush just to push out just DG Clowns, just DG Clowns, just DG Clowns, and like there were so many just DG Clowns, you know.
Yeah. With no
really haven't even scratched the surface of that project yet.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and that's what I mean by the rush to get them out, to get that cash or whatever, you know, your motivation is,
mm-hmm.
you know, it's, you know, if that's your way of doing things, man, that's cool.
I say the same thing about clown pads.
Yeah.
I feel like clown pads tanked a little bit in terms of being produced so much. Now you're making double hats because you didn't put nothing into it.
Right.
So you
try. Well, yeah, and that's another thing. You stalled your own project.
Exactly.
by not branching it out.
Yep, not branching it out. You dead end. Now you made this, and now you got to figure out how you're gonna continue to expand it.
Yeah. Yeah. So I mean, I rebuilt my whole collection pretty much from the ground up.
How many times?
Probably 3. Until I finally figured it out, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Well, the first two times around, getting advice, chasing other people's projects, you know, and they're like, oh, that snake's awesome. I want to make that snake, or, you know, this snake sold for that. Oh, I want to make that snake, you know, or whatever the case may be, you know, whatever mindset you're in, you know. And once I realized that you really got to create your own lane. You really got to do your own thing in this industry. It's a niche industry. You know, let's be honest.
It is. It is. So that just learning that and like having like been on the podcast, talking to people, listening to all the different people talking about different ways to go about things definitely taught me with my mindset. Like I was just telling DJ earlier, I have nothing in my rack right now that, of course, like every egg I make, I'm gonna be excited for it. But my original plan for everything that I was planning on doing, every egg I was gonna open, I already had that animal. So it was like, what was the purpose of me to keep recreating the same animal that I already had?
Yes.
So it really took me to a point to where it's like, okay, if I want to make, my ultimate goal is to make the hypo ultramel pies, and then I want to make ultramel hypo krypton pies. But I don't just want to make that with just that, because then I'm gonna have to take that and put that to something to make codoms, and then that's just gonna increase my chances of not hitting ever later. So now I had to restructure everything and just look at my whole project and say, all right, now instead of me putting this ultramel pie straight to the ultramel cryptic, I need to put the ultramel pie to something else to put some genes into it. And then come back around. So I got a hypo. I'm gonna put it to the hypo because she has genes, and then I'll possibly make some triples with that, and then come back around later just to add some extra genes into it now versus waiting until just trying to say, oh, I made a world first. This is pretty cool. I'm not really, that part there. It's cool.
It is, but it's like, you know, like you don't really. It's not the same recognition as it was 4 years ago either.
Yep.
You know.
Exactly. And then if you're not like the big guy doing it, it is what it is.
Well, I got asked a question by somebody, and they were like, well, if you had to choose between a Super Mandarin hypo and a Desert Ghost Clown hypo, which one would you choose? And I chose the Super Mandarin hypo. And they looked at me like I was crazy. And I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, there's no codoms in that triple stack. That means I'm starting from scratch.
Yep. Then next year you start from scratch.
You know what I mean? So it's, I'm going to take the Super Mandarin hypo over that snake. It fits my projects better.
And the Super Mandarin hypo is crazy.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
That is crazy by itself.
I mean, there's no wrong answer. You know what I mean? It's just which way you're going, I guess.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. And
I know. I don't want to start over making triple hets when I have a triple visual and with no codoms. It's like, I could make a triple visual eventually down the road with codoms.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and it's gonna be jam packed with codoms too.
Yeah,
especially on the super route.
So I just try to keep that kind of mindset to like really squeeze it in. You know what I mean? Like really tighten up the projects.
That man Pompeii head, and now you can get him off fast. Yep, that's true. That is true. Yep. So what else do you want to add into? If I didn't ask that already, what else do you want to add into all of this? Like your end goal for just one project where you're like, when I hit this, I'm gonna be stoked to cut this open.
Yeah. It's gonna be a hypo scrambler pied clown with some kind of codon stacked in it.
That's gonna be crazy.
Yeah, I mean, is scrambler clown pied is one of the most ridiculous snakes I've ever seen.
And then you putting hypo on top of that.
And I'm gonna try to put hypo on top of that with a couple codoms that work with pied.
Dang.
See, that's another thing, like, right, when you're trying to take projects a different route, it's not easy with, like, my little bit of experience I have, because I'm trying to visualize things that haven't been made and how these genes are going to interact with each other and trying to, like, figure that out before it happens, and you never know what to expect.
And that shit might go left.
Yeah, it might go real left, you know? Like, I got ideas for Scrambler that I don't think anybody's really tried yet, you know what I mean? But it's like, I'm looking at the pattern of these snakes and how it is, and I'm like, man, I think Scrambler can really stretch that pattern out nicely. You know?
No, that's true, because you still have to realize each one of these genes have to work with each one of these genes. Like Mandarin hypo, that's beautiful. But a Mandarin hypo,
for sure, Will.
If you was to put that to Inchy blade and it just like messes it up,
right?
And it turns it into something that you really don't expect, because Inchy and blade together does something totally different. You just basically put yourself years behind.
Right. So you got to try to visualize what will, hopefully, and you get it right.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
You know, because like I look at, like you say, take Scrambler, for instance, and I look at what it does with Calico. And then I look at bamboo, and I'm like, man, I think that can work with bamboo. You know, because of how, like bamboo's almost got that like kind of calico patterning, you know. So I think in my head, I'm like, all right, that might be a good direction to go.
I think the only thing with bamboo is bamboo's color is like overpowering.
Well, yeah, I would definitely throw some OD in it too.
Yeah, because the bamboo color just strips everything. A lot of times,
well, it's like you can make trying to think like that though it's stressful.
Nah, it definitely is, bro. It definitely is. He said put it to
You're late. We already did that.
Okay. Nah, that's gonna be crazy.
Yeah. Puzzle's nuts, man. Yeah. I wasn't sold on puzzle at first because I've seen so many variations that looked hit or miss with it. And now you're starting to see some real solid puzzle combos come out. Man, that is an incredible gene.
Yep. I just got into the puzzle game.
Nice.
I have them. Well, I didn't get visuals, but I'll have them in probably about 2 weeks.
Nice.
I'm just building at this point, and
that's the way, man.
Yeah, just trying to see what. Honestly, I like networking with people. Like I like having stuff to where it's like, okay, what does this do with that? If you like I said in the chat, like if I have anything that someone would like to try to use to enhance their stuff, because the snakes to me is fun. I'm using this as fuel to get me to where I want to get to. My ultimate goal is like a full-fledged farm but I want to have snakes and reptile enclosures and all that type of stuff too. So the snakes to me is just like fun. Let's make this stuff together, because it's gonna be hard to even catch up per se by yourself.
Oh yeah. Yeah, dude.
It's gonna be it's gonna be a long game and a lot of money to try to catch up by yourself. You know what I mean? So like if we could just like help, if I can help, because everybody collection, everybody got their own business. At the end of the day, it's still businesses. So you can't just expect everyone to just be open to doing this type of stuff. It's a lot of trust that comes with it. It's a lot of communication. It's shoot, if I send you a $3,000 snake and it dies, even though it could have died with me, I'm mad because it died with you. You know what I mean? Like it's a lot that goes.
Yeah.
With it.
I mean, that's just the reality of it.
Exactly, and it would suck. I would hate it, but I just like that. Like, I like that.
I got a couple split projects with people.
Yeah, me and DJ got some. I got 1, 2, 3. I got like 4 people that got split projects right now. And none of it is anything that I absolutely love myself. Only one I love is with Brock, and that's because it's Ultra Male.
Yeah.
But yeah, like everything else I have is, oh, you want to see what that works? You want to see how it goes? All right, let's see what happens. Like, let's see what comes from it. I feel like it's a good way to get ahead and have people. I like making people happy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
I like helping the homies.
Yeah, exactly.
It is what it is, man. That's what it is.
Exactly.
So a lot of people they're like, oh, it's like, oh, you know, it's got to be somewhat about the money. It's got to be somewhat about the money, bro. You know, you could judge me for saying this. You could tell me I'm a fucking liar, whatever you want to say. I don't give a fuck about the money in this shit, dude. I make more than enough money at my fucking job to support my lifestyle, dude. This is just a hobby to me. Like, say if I played golf, if I went fishing and spent money on a fucking boat, if I was into like drones, you know what I mean? Like, I don't give a fuck about the money, bro. I just love doing this.
Yep. And that's exactly where I'm at. But at the same time, like, if I'm gonna do a split project with someone, it has to still make sense.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not gonna just do a split project to make something that we can just say, you know what, let's just go buy that. You know what I mean? Like I'm gonna do a split project to where if we're gonna do this, let's make something that's gonna be freaking crazy.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to just, oh, I got pastel clown and you got a leopard blade inchy hypo. Let's put these together. Nah.
Let's see what it makes.
Yeah, no, let's make something that makes sense. This makes, because the money is cool, but man, the stuff I was selling on Wolf Market, everything was probably anywhere from $50 to $100 cheaper than any other one you see on Wolf Market.
Yeah.
And I know that's why I was getting I know that's why I got majority of my sales, but they were pet animals anyway. So I wasn't really worried about it. It was just, oh, I wanted to make this. Like, I wanted to make a GHI banana, and I made it. So everything else, it can fly off the shelf. I don't really care what it goes for. That type of stuff. Like, it's just fun. I like recreating stuff.
Like you said, the networking and the camaraderie that comes along with all this it's all part of it. It's awesome. You get yourself into the right circles in this industry, you can advance yourself pretty damn fast.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, you really can.
And I will say that's been working.
Yeah.
Like, I've been seeing a lot of people's projects, and just from talking to them, you know what I mean? Like, just talking to people and telling them, like, ooh, I like the way you're going with that.
Yep.
I want in on that. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So, and they just trust you. They see the that you have with it, and they be willing to run with you.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, like they said, like a couple guys are putting it up there, like, yeah, we ain't in it for the money. It's like, first off, who's making a lot of money doing this at our level?
Nobody.
You know what I mean? Like, don't tell me you're in it for the fucking money at our level, dude, because I'll call you a liar.
Nobody. I say the same thing.
We spend way more than we'll ever make at this point in the game.
Man, if I would have told even that deep in, like, just the scrambler, me seeing that scrambler, I already know one of your snakes. You said you got 4 scramblers?
Yeah.
That probably could have bought my whole collection. Possibly. Bought my whole collection. And that's because, like, when I came in, I was just like, ooh, this is pretty. I want it. Ooh, this is pretty. I want it. And then once it got to the point to where it was like, all right, cool. My wife was like, look, you need to start doing something. All right, cool. I'm going to start trying to produce stuff to where I can offload it, because a lot of stuff I was making at first, I had to freaking give it away. I was excited because I was recreating stuff, but it was like to the industry, why you just make that? Why you know what I mean? So I had to start definitely putting more thought into this stuff. But
like you said earlier, you don't want to breed just to breed. Like there's enough of that saturation. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you breed with a purpose, and every pairing you should be breeding for holdbacks.
Yep.
Every single pairing should be breeding for holdbacks at this point.
That's true.
At least one. At least one.
At least one.
Yeah.
I got a couple I got right now that I didn't even think about a holdback. I want to hold back out of it because I didn't get no females out of the last clutch. So I need to do this just to make a female. But I also have somewhere just like pet people.
Yeah.
Like if I can sell you a nice looking snake for cheap, you can have it. You can have it.
Yep. Well, there's been times where I've met people to sell snakes. We'd agreed on the price. I'd meet them. And we'd meet up and they'd be like, well, this is all I really have. You know what I mean? And I'll tell you what, if I show them the snake and their eyes light up and they're instantly happy, bro, they're getting that snake. I don't give a fuck how much money they brought.
Nah, that's true. That's true.
That's real.
And I can vouch for you on that, 100%.
Yeah.
I can vouch for you on that, 100%. Because I said, yeah, I need a super. You said, I got super.
Yeah, well, I mean, like I said, like I don't, the money part is so far down on my priority list with this. You know what I mean? Like half the shit that I make, bro, I give it to my friends. You know what I mean? Like I don't even go through the motions. Like sometimes I'm just straight lazy and I just don't post on Morph Market. I got 40 snakes that I could post on Morph Market right now, bro, and I'm not gonna do it.
Man,
I'm lazy. I'm lazy, dude.
Look, that's the record to go look at.
And those snakes, I'll end up bringing them. I'll end up mentioning somewhere on one of the Patreons I'm in, and somebody will be like, "Yo, I need that. Bet, send me the shipping, bro. It's going."
Yep, I can vouch for you on that. That's 100%. I can vouch for you on that.
Yeah, like if
we're
we're cool, bro, I'll go above and beyond for the people I'm cool with.
Mm-hmm.
But that's how it should be, bro. To be honest, like you know what I'm saying, like that's how you know people are the real ones for real. Like
yeah,
it ain't about, you said it ain't about the money all the time. Like it ain't really about the money. It's about the connections. It's about the connections and the impact you can have on people. Because at the end of the day, bro, we only got one life to live.
That's it, man.
You do that chasing money, you'll never find happiness.
You know, and there are people out here that are in it for the money and make a great living doing it. Like, there are people that do that, man, and that's cool. And I appreciate that. That's cool because those guys are the ones that really have the money to put back into it and pave the way with their combos to show us. You know,
show us. Yeah, that makes sense.
Whether it's a do or a don't.
I will say this though, I want to make a snake to where, or even get one out of one of them little grab bags. To where one of the big dogs call me and say, "Hey, I got 75,000 for that snake." I want to make that because I want to make it and just be like, you know what? Nah, I'm gonna need 85,000. I'm gonna
tell him, be like, yo, wire that money, and I'm calling up Marcus J. I'm like, hey, bro, what you got up there for sale?
Yeah, for sure. I feel like that's the fun with doing this. Like how Herb Collector, you had a snake on just this thing. It's like that's pretty dope.
Yeah, how wild is that, bro?
Yeah. I think he was in the game for what, 3 years or something like that.
Bro, he's been grinding though, like straight grinding, like non-stop grinding.
Yeah, for sure.
It's been fun to watch his journey, bro, because it's an inspiration.
It is. It's a lot of them that I'll be watching, and I would say Keys, he got some stuff. He don't be trying to show what he be having.
That's Doug. 00 Secret 7 stuff he's got going on.
Exactly. When he does,
he'll real slick.
He'll show you a snippet, then you like, if he got that, and he showed that, what else he got. You know what I mean? Like it's like I know he got some stuff, but he like all right. So one person that's gonna show you everything they got is Leviathan. He's gonna show you. You're gonna. He's like this on every one of his episodes.
Yeah, I mean they got the right to be proud of their stuff though too. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. But Keys, I'm gonna need you to show off a little bit more, bro. Show off.
We're planning something right now, B. Planning something right now.
That's what's up.
He hosts a podcast where everybody shows snakes, but he don't show no snakes.
Yep.
Everybody else showing off everything.
Yeah. Hey, man, that's the way to keep it, right? Keep them guessing.
The only time Keys shows a snake is if you show the snake and he's like, all right, I got that. I can show that.
Yeah,
okay.
I got one of them.
I got one of them. I'll show you that. But I ain't gonna show you them. I ain't gonna show you that with what else I got. But
I never even knew he had Mandarin one day. We were all showing off some Mandarin. He's like, hold up, I got one.
Hell no.
It's him 100%. 100%. No, I think it's pretty cool.
That's what I like in the community, bro. Like everybody got some shit in the locker and hidden away.
Yeah.
Pretty sure everybody got some fire hidden away. It just I feel like you look at it so much, sometimes you can question, be like, But then when you show somebody else, everybody else be like, damn, I didn't know you had that. I didn't know you had, you know what I'm saying? It's dope.
Yeah, I mean, I don't hide anything in the Whiz Tang clan. I show pretty much all my projects I got going on in there.
Mm-hmm. No, you got.
But that's about the only place I show my projects too, though.
Yeah.
Nah, for real fact. Because I mean, you got to be able to. You don't trust that. You can't really trust every single person sometimes.
Yeah, well, I just want to hit something first. You know what I mean? Before I'm just trying to win that race, man.
I feel like that feeling of hitting the first, like something first.
Yeah.
I really want to know what that feels like. You know what I'm saying?
And not even caring that it's the world's first, I just want to get to it before somebody else does.
So do you have anything in your racks right now where you like you look at it and you're like,
Yeah, I do. I got a couple things that I look in my racks right now and I'm like,
Let's show them. We might be able to get on.
No, that's a negative, bro. Because the reason why is because I just don't like this snake. It's mean.
Oh, okay. It's mean.
Oh, okay, okay.
So it's a confusion het clown. She just laid eggs, and as soon as she starts eating again, she's off to Wisconsin.
I feel you on that, Keith. I be like that all the time too.
But I mean, as far as like morphs or like I get the question you're asking. Truthfully, I look at my G stripe and I'm just like, man, maybe somebody else could do better with this.
You sound like Brandon. Brandon said the same thing.
That's a tough one there.
It's really tough because that's the recessive I'm emotionally tied to. You know, because that was the first recessive I bought into. You know what I mean? I skipped all the other recessives. I went past clown, all of them, and I went straight to G stripe.
I had a G stripe once. That didn't last too long.
That was, I would say, so Pi was my first recessive, but G stripe was the first one that I ever said, I want to crack this. Like, I want to make something that's going to make something with this because it's so hard to do. And then when I see the Kiki, I was like, oh, add clown to it. That'll work. And then I started seeing a lot of Kikis, and then it was just like, it's that clown again.
Yeah. Well, yeah. So G stripe is so damn overpowering. You know what I mean? The only thing I've really seen destroy the pattern on G stripe is acid.
Acid, and I would say leopard.
Yeah. But acid just absolutely just destroys it. It puts so much side pattern into it.
Interesting.
Yeah. Yep. Dale Richards, Constricted Reptiles made a few of them.
That's interesting.
Acid G stripe. Acid G stripe, ball python.
It don't even really look too much like a G stripe, but you can see it on the back a little bit. How the line, you can see it almost go down.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that looks real nice. Hold on, I'm about to pull it up real quick.
Blows it just up completely.
Do you mess with the albinos?
Not really.
Wow.
Nice. I have one I bred this year, but I'm using it for asphalt combos.
Okay.
Yeah, that's real nice.
Yeah, that's dope.
You see what I'm saying? Like you can't hardly like in the beginning of like the top or the neck comes down and neck right in there. It doesn't even look G stripe anymore.
G stripe at all.
Yeah, it just the
That's
back of
it
it
just blows it right up.
Yeah, that's sweet. That's dope.
So what do you think about tri-stripe?
I don't really know much about it. I think it's cool looking.
Yeah,
you know, it's not one that I'm gonna go invest in right now. So
when I was looking at G stripe, I was looking at G stripe and tri-stripe at the same time, and then Jesus found a dude that he had something that was called Dutch stripe.
Yeah, so D stripe.
Yeah, D stripe. So we was looking at that, and then it came right back down to tri-stripe. So I was like, I don't want to take that chance, and then it just turns out to be a freaking tri-stripe, and we paid $1 million more than what we should have been paying.
Right. I think that's another one of those genes that's going to be super overpowering.
Yep,
tri-stripe.
it was. It was. They made some pretty nice stuff with it, but I can't wait to see what I think it's smoking something. I think he has some tri-stripe stuff, and it's like triple heads too. So
yeah, I like how dark they are.
Yeah, I just like the stripe pattern stuff. I like the clean pattern, the stripe pattern. I just think that
anything that doesn't look like the normal ball python patterning, just takes.
That's what I was about to ask. Sure. Do you prefer so out of genes that are more like pattern mutations versus color mutations? What do you prefer more?
I prefer the smoother transitioning patterns. Things that smooth patterns out more, like Scrambler, ODs that really give it that smoother look. Even Desert Ghost gives things a real smooth look. But the smoother looking patterns that carry with less interruption and just flow smoothly, nice and clean.
Like the inchies and stuff like that.
Right. Things that just flow nice.
I like leopard. So that'd be messing stuff up.
Yeah.
My favorite dominant gene. I just like leopard. Yeah. Like I haven't found anything that had leopard that was like ew.
Like a creamy look, I guess would be a better way to say it.
I get what you're saying. Like it flows. I get what you're saying.
Nah, I definitely like that too.
Yep.
Especially that the end of it. When the end of it has the alien head is like stretched out.
Yes.
You can actually see the different tones and the different colors and stuff. Yeah, I like that too.
Super OD does that really well too.
You have any Super OD? Yeah, you do have Super OD.
I got a couple of them, but they're combo mixes.
What kind?
I got a Super OD bongo. Oh, nice. Get that one.
Nice. I got a bongo. Ain't got nothing like that with it.
I joke about this one. I say this is how you get pastel without pastel.
Jeez. So that's not that's no pastel in that.
No pastel at all. No, wow. You can tell by the head. Tell by the head how dark the head is.
Super dark. Yeah, that's crazy.
Yep.
Bongo, is bongo a pattern mutation gene?
Yeah.
Okay.
I got this one from Mystery Morphs.
Okay.
See, it's again like how like the smoothness, you know what I mean? Like that's what I look for, like stuff like that,
Yeah, it's nice. So what do you plan to do with your bongo stuff?
That's going to Scrambler. Yeah. Like I said, I'm trying to go different routes with it, you know what I mean? And genes that orange enhancing genes, but not the route that everybody else has taken it so far.
Yeah.
So we're going to look towards chocolate. We're going to look towards bongo, bamboo. We're going to start. If you ever notice that bamboo, sometimes they throw little tiny paradoxes that are all orange.
I have seen that.
So that kind of makes me think that might work well too.
I have seen that, but yeah, that's dope. Because this one on Will's market right
it might pay off.
Orange Paradox, and I think Will has one that has an Orange Paradox too. I think it's freaking crazy.
Bamboo Paradox.
Yeah. Let's see. There it is, right there.
That's dope.
Little Orange Paradox right there.
Y'all ever seen that? Y'all ever seen that GH that had like an orange dot on there on his body?
Let's see what I was saying about like the calico, the way it patterns.
Yep.
See, that's why I think Scrambler will do well with it.
Okay.
I love bamboo.
Me too.
You ever seen that GHI? Like, see, they said the same man. It's a GHI that has like a red, orange looking dot on it on his body. I don't know if that's a paradox or anything like that, but
I personally haven't, no.
Okay. I've seen a picture of one that had that on there, so I don't know if that's.
But it wouldn't surprise me.
I like GHI.
Yeah.
I think GHI has the best name out of all the morphs.
Yeah, gotta have it. Yeah, for sure, man.
Has the best name out of all the morphs. Definitely fits.
If you had the name of Gene, what would the creator of the Gene and it came over, what would you name it?
Eden.
Eden? Oh, that's fire.
Yeah.
That's fire. That's dope.
Heathen Pieds, Heathen Clowns.
Heathen.
the heathen Gene.
I'm about to make a heat. What? Okay, so give us a little background on the name.
All right. So I don't even know. Like somebody told me, it's like, hey, bro, you're getting to the point where you gotta come up with a name. I'm like, oh fuck, really? So all right. So I was like, all right. So I kicked around the idea of I wanted something a little that sounded different. That like when you say it, it sounds good saying it, kind of deal. And I kicked around Hooligan Hatchery for a while, and then I went with Heathen Hatchery, and then I basically just took it to Facebook and let my friends vote.
That's tight.
Yeah.
That's tight.
So they took Heathen Hatchery, and I'm glad now because if I really wanted to get into marketing with it, there's so much I could do with it. I could set my table up as a Viking ship for Christ's sakes if I wanted to. You know what I mean? Like there's so much I could do with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that'd be fire. That'd be fire though.
And then all right, so I got the name down, right? I'm like, all right, I'm gonna stick the name. Then I went through like this logo thing where I was like trying to come up with a decent logo on my own. That didn't work out, so I paid somebody. Come to find out, they just stole Trigger Reptiles logo and just put my name on it. And then I got tired of it. I went to my buddy. I was like, hey man, he's a tattoo artist that does like Viking themed Norse style tattoos. And I was like, bro, make me a logo, but make it look like it's, like Norse runes sketched into rock. And that's what he came up with.
That's great. That's dope though that you got stuff like that behind. That's dope.
That is tight.
I would never thought that. I thought
when I first seen it, I was just like,
I thought he just had some chickens outside and they just randomly made a random market. Hey, you know what that looks like? So that's art.
What's funny is I think that's the first time I've actually told the actual story of what I asked for.
That's tight though. Like
exclusive. We got a Heathen exclusive.
Yeah, shout out to Matt Demers out in Troy, New York.
And actually, that can fit both sides because don't you do the chickens as well?
Yes, I do. Yep.
Perfect.
Oh, we're going to turn it to a complete hatchery eventually.
Dang.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're going to be focusing on Sarama chickens and zombie chickens.
I remember you telling me all them zombie chickens. That's when you're crossing something, right?
Yeah, the I am Samani with basically a leghorn or a white chicken of some sort.
That's gonna be crazy.
Them zombie chickens are them black chickens.
They come out all white with gray features, like they look dead.
Wow.
You ever ate a zombie chicken?
No, I don't eat my chickens.
No one does. No one does.
I don't know, man. Some of these Facebook groups I'm on, chicken groups, they're pretty brutal about that, man. They'll get a rooster that'll peck them once. That motherfucker's in the dinner table, bro. They said there ain't no such thing as a bad chicken if you season it right.
I was saying the same thing because I had the 2 roosters. So I reached out to the guy I got my chickens from, and I was like, hey, I got 2 roosters. Can I just eat one? He said, nah, bring it back.
Yeah. Like, no, not the roosters you got. You don't want to eat the roosters you got. They're worth money.
No, I'm talking about the not the black ones. Those weren't the roosters. It was one the black and white ones. So
okay.
The 2 black ones I got, those are both females.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and then I got that one that's like it looks like a vulture.
Yeah,
like it's a black head, gray body, and it has the red on the face.
Yeah,
so that one looks like a vulture. And then I got one rooster that's still black and white. So yeah, I don't. Buddy, he's the one that's like he wants to make his whole collection all of the black ones.
Yeah,
like when he's plentiful, he's like, hey, just come over, we'll swap one out so you can get some more. So I want to go that route. I want to actually get into like a county fair.
Right.
I want
to the thing about that is like you can line breed those and you can come up with the deepest melanin fibro chickens possible, and you can sell literally if they come out completely dark where you open their mouths up, it's dark inside their mouths, everything on them is just jet black. That's pretty top line quality, and some of the juveniles are selling for like $600-700.
Jeez,
a chicken, a black chicken.
Yeah, they said the meat's black too. The meat,
bro, it's definitely a darker tone.
I would think something is wrong with that. That needs to be put down. Something is wrong with that.
I think they're from originally from Indonesia.
Yeah, it's a delicacy in some places as well.
Yeah, it's a stupid expensive meat.
So that was my idea, honestly. Like that was my ultimate goal, was to market selling black meat chickens.
Yeah,
somebody's gonna want it. If they selling
selling black meat.
I'm gonna have about
online.
It was funny because when I went to the guy's house, he's an older dude. He was like, yeah, he was like, wait till you see the black cock. I was like, whoa.
That's what I tell people about my Saramas. I'm like, yeah, you want to see my little cocks? I mean, you've seen pictures of the Sarama. Them things only stand like 6 inches tall, man, fully grown.
Oh, that's the one that was trying to get at that hen?
Yeah, the one I showed today. Yeah, he's trying to karate kick the hen.
Yeah, that dude is tight. So do you find more joy with the snakes or with the chickens?
Chickens. Like hands down. Not even gonna lie. I'm not even gonna sit up here and pretend like that. Those chickens are my fucking world, bro. I guess that's just all there is to it. I love them stupid little birds more than anything else.
That's what's up.
They're probably exciting to watch too.
Yeah, I could sit out my window and just watch them walk around the yard all day long and just laugh at the stupid shit they do.
You know what somebody should do? Somebody should do that, record that, and make a voiceover.
That's what I did. I did a little one today with the little one was trying to kick the big hen.
Oh yeah.
So I seen they do sell. I think you made a video. I think you put it on Facebook. It was the chicken with the little arms on it.
Somebody posted that on my timeline. Yeah.
They sell those. I thought it was like somebody put like a little meme or something on the chicken. But
no, you get them off Amazon.
Yeah, I seen them. I gotta get them.
They got like little muscle arms on them, and they walk around like they're looking for smoke. Like they got their fists balled up. And
wait, you can really buy the arms though?
Yeah, dude.
Yes, then you put them on the chicken.
Got to do that, bro.
They got them looking like dinosaurs too.
You got to do that, Randy.
Well, the chicken right now, they've discovered chicken DNA is the closest link they have to velociraptors.
Yep. That's
like,
why I call them raptors. I call them all raptors. Little raptors like that.
Closest living relative to a Tyrannosaurus Rex.
That's wild.
A chicken.
Yep.
Chicken.
That's crazy how it was something that was eating us. Now we're eating it.
Now we're eating it.
Yeah. Ain't so tough now, is he?
Shit, when he put them arms on your ears.
Bro, that's hilarious. It's just like the chickens walking around with like little muscle arms looking for smoke. Like just all day looking like they want to fight you.
Muscle arms walking around. It's so cool. It's so I'm actually scared of my chickens. Like I have not.
Every animal you got, man. Every animal you got.
You got to face your fears, man. Face your fears.
Fuck me. All right, so when I was trying to grab the rooster out, that dude started plucking me because he was like inside the little bird cage house thing. Inside the coop. So I go in there to grab him out. He started plucking me. So I was like, all right, I gotta go get my welder gloves. So I got the welder gloves, grabbed them. Then they say hang them upside down, show them who boss and all that. As soon as I flipped him back up, dude plucked me again. I was like, yeah, you're ass. You gotta go.
So you all right. So I'm gonna tell you what you gotta do, but it's gonna sound fucked up. So what you gotta do is you gotta grab that rooster by the back of the neck, pin his fucking head down, and then just sit on him.
Damn. You just keep him down.
You just gotta dominate him. That's the best way to say it.
Pretty much the same as a dog.
Yeah. I don't want to say like it's all right. So you gotta mount it. Pause.
Gotcha.
So you know what I'm saying? Like
you got to mount the cock.
I was trying to avoid saying that. But that's what you gotta do to them unruly cocks.
I'm just letting y'all know now that's gonna be the hashtag tomorrow.
No, but it's real. Because when I put the hen in there, that's the first thing he did. Like he went straight to her, grabbed her, and put her down. So,
yeah, you gotta let him know that you're the boss.
Man.
Yeah.
That's not too different from the real world.
No, it's it's instinct,
Yeah, because when the lady does, does her thing, she takes technically. I see how that works. That's wild.
Yeah, when my little rooster, when the hen's broody and she's sitting on eggs, my little rooster, bro, he goes around the whole pen mounting anything he can. Anything.
That dude is
how often do they breed?
As much as he can. Any chance he gets.
Oh, so they like that.
Yep.
So what's the best pairing when it comes to doing that? Like how many hens to one rooster?
It's the same with snakes. You want way more hens than a rooster, you know.
Okay.
You don't want a bunch of roosters walking around with, 5 hens. That's going to cause a lot of problems.
Talking with the little arm. Talking about.
Oh, there's going to be some fighting going on there.
Oh, that would be pretty funny. You got to get them arms and you got to put on that little rooster. You got to do it.
That's see, he's got it, bro. You got to show these roosters who's boss, bro. They don't know how small they really are.
Are they like crows? Like they remember faces?
Oh yeah. Chickens recognize faces for sure.
Oh, okay. That's why they just attack people when they're ready.
Yeah. When if they've been out in the yard all day and it's close to like evening time and I go outside, they'll run right up to me, every single one of them. But if anybody else walks in the backyard, they'll ignore them.
Dang.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, I gotta start getting out there, man.
Don't get me wrong. Like I absolutely love my snakes. Like I don't want to say it like it's like fuck these snakes. Those chickens rule, bro. Like it's not like that, but I love my chickens.
So that's how I am, and it's not to sound bad to anything, but it's like when I get a new animal, the other animal that I was just super in love with, it falls to the wayside. Like, I still take care of it, still take it out, still handle it, and all that type of stuff. But I find myself getting more attached to the newer species of animals that I started.
Right. Yeah, I mean, theoretically, that's what happened here too. I've only had my chickens for a couple of years, so but the thing about the difference to me is that I can interact with my chickens.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's the biggest difference, you know, whereas I go here like, all right, okay, yeah, you're cool. You know what I mean?
Yep. I interact with my snakes. Majority of the time I interact with them, like I take them out often, but the majority of the time I interact with them is in the summertime when I see kids at the playground or anything like that. And I just want to get the fear out of people. I feel like that's the biggest part about the snakes to me. It's like this is a species that's not even really understood. Like they're not trying to just kill you just because they can. Like even retics, just because they can kill you doesn't mean they just trying to eat everybody they come across. So I couldn't have a retic myself. But
I mean, our job as breeders is to educate people too, you know.
Facts.
You know, it's like KG said, you should be bringing at least one new breeder into the hobby every year.
Yep. And that's the goal. And that's why I like the pet quality stuff. Honestly, because like that is what's going to bring the new person in. And even if I bring you in with $100 snake, and then the next snake you buy because now you want to be a breeder is a $10,000 snake from you, I do not mind. Like I'm not trying to keep you only buying from me. No.
Yeah.
I got you in the door. I showed you what you can do now, and go. You know what I mean? So it's pretty cool. Like I definitely love it, and I definitely love the snake hobby. It's cool.
I mean, how many people came into the hobby just because of the bumblebee?
Shall I?
You know what I mean? Like, oh wow! Every time you hear somebody talking nostalgic, that's a snake they bring up.
Yep, and it's beautiful.
Yeah, 100%.
It's beautiful. Like the first snake I was actually gonna buy was a spider, but this thing was freaking huge. It had to be like 4,500 grams. Huge. She said it was like 10 years old, big snake. And then all of a sudden I'm holding it. And mind you, this is the first time I was actually thinking about even buying a ball python. When that thing flipped upside down, I thought it was possessed. That's the only reason I did not purchase that snake, because I didn't understand.
It's hard. Let's be real. It's hard to watch.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Watching a snake wobble isn't something that's visually enjoyable.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think that's where a lot of people lie to themselves about that.
Yeah. And now I kind of want one only because like doing reptile shows, stuff like that. You want to be able to, I want a one-eyed snake to show people, look, they all don't have two eyes. They have issues as well. So like a spider would be a very good introduction animal to show like handicap.
Right.
Animals can be handicapped as well. So, but yeah, I couldn't. Early on, I couldn't. I was like, man, this thing gonna keep doing this. I'm gonna open it up, it's gonna be upside down. I'm gonna think it's dead. I'm gonna be sad, throw it away, it's still alive. Like, yeah, I can't do it.
You know, and then like that, then it brings you back though, different strokes for different folks, you know. I'm not saying there's anything wrong in that.
Yeah.
It's what you know, that's your own moral shit to deal with.
Yeah. And I'm scared of snakes at the same time. I just had a burn for 6 hours.
Wait, did it? You had an emerald too, didn't you?
I had that for 2 days.
When he showed me a video, that shit's yawning. Brandon said, yeah, nah, this shit gotta go. This shit gotta go.
Yeah, they have like the largest teeth out of all non-venomous, I believe.
I fed it.
Don't they catch birds? They eat birds.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Birds.
That's why their hooks are so damn long, dude.
Yeah,
you trip with that one.
Even with the thing was, all right, so I have a buddy, he's not scared of nothing. So when he was like, oh, I want an emerald, and he had the green tree python, and he was handling it. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna get this emerald and I'm gonna handle it. Like the dude brought it out, was holding it and everything. So I was like, bet, when I get home, I can do the same thing. I take it out the bag, I'm holding it. My man called, he said, listen, I understand you're doing that, but that's a scary ass snake. So I was like, nah, she's good. There's nothing wrong with her. Man, I came downstairs one day and I seen them teeth. I was like, yeah, you can come pick her up. It's like, all right, I'm on the way. When he came and picked her up, he was sweating, taking her out. I was like, yeah.
No kidding.
I was like, if you scared, I'm scared. It's got
How How was he able to take it out the first time?
No, so it was a whole different person. So the person I got it from, he had it out. It was the daytime. So in the daytime, they're totally
yeah.
Like you basically waking them up. They're totally different.
Docile in the day.
Yeah, they're cool. But at nighttime, that's when they're up and active. So he was like feeding at nighttime and all that type of stuff. They eat fruit rats.
They eat fruit rats with very tender skin, so they have large teeth to sink deep into the flesh. Bird-eyed is the man. Okay.
Oh, no shit. See, that's something I didn't know.
I don't know what the hell a fruit rat is, but okay.
I know their teeth are long as fuck.
Man, that thing. I'm
assuming fruit rat.
And then I didn't even know the one I had was a full-grown adult. I thought it was a freaking baby.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he was like, "Nah, that's a full-grown adult."
Not with them teeth. Not with them teeth like that.
Yeah, so I was like, "Yeah, you can have her." He still has her to this day. He's trying to find another one, but they're just like the. I think they're just like the ones that Ro has, to where you have to wait to figure out if it's a male or a female. So,
I think you can tell by like when they're older by their sheds or something.
Yeah, I don't know.
Y'all got fruit rats in Florida.
I have no what?
Fruit rats. They say y'all got them in Florida.
We do.
Hold on, I'm about to show you. That's what Google says.
So how do you like Florida? If you were to go anywhere else, would you?
Absolutely love the freedoms that Florida gives me.
Okay.
So it would be hard for me to leave. But I don't think this is going to be my final place. I'm thinking maybe somewhere like in Tennessee, someplace that has mountains, because that's where I grew up in the mountains.
Okay.
That shit like I'm caught.
You got me.
You got me, boss. The fruit rat.
That don't look like no rat.
That's news to me.
Yeah, that's different.
Yeah, look. Oh, they call it a roof rat. I typed in fruit. They see the return to them as fruit rats.
That's wild.
Look like snake food to me.
So do you go herping at all?
Yeah, once in a while I get out and cruise the roads of the forest. The problem is like you're not supposed to drive around with snake hooks in your vehicle in Florida.
Why? I thought y'all were supposed to.
They don't want you messing with the wildlife.
But they want you to kill all the Burmese pythons though.
That's crazy.
I mean, now listen, I don't know how true that is about the snake hook in your truck. So I mean, I keep one in my truck anyways. I mean, I don't really care. But so that when I heard that kind of deterred me a little bit.
Yeah.
Because I'm not gonna just go pick up a rattlesnake.
Put your hands.
I'm just not gonna do it. It's just not gonna happen.
Yeah.
And we see pygmy rattlers more than anything. And they curl up to that big, so you don't even see them.
Wow.
Yeah, so like I'm not picking that up either.
They deadly?
Nah, but they'll ruin your week.
Oof.
Maybe your month.
Damn.
I mean, you can. I would imagine you can die, but I don't know how the pygmies work. I know if you get bit by one, though, it's gonna bother you for a while.
Yeah, I don't go herping. I used to when I was a kid. My grandparents they had.
I have no idea, Banner.
My grandparents they had like 6 acres behind their house, all woods. And when we used to go out there, grab snakes, grab worm snakes, and catch minnows in the creek. Like we used to do all of that type of stuff. No stick, just you see it, grab it. Try to hurry up, get behind the head. And then as I got older, I won't say I got scared of them, but I got more alert to what they actually were and what they can possibly do to you.
Right.
So it was just like, I'm gonna stay away from that. But my nephew, man, he had a cottonmouth. He brought a cottonmouth in the house one day, and we didn't know what it was, but it was pretty. All we knew was it's a pretty.
Oh,
snake.
They're beautiful,
man. And then when we looked up what it was, my grandma said, "Get that out of here."
I mean, like, kill it. As far as herping goes, I don't really have to go far, man. I got a chicken coop that I pull 6-foot rat snakes out of.
True, I seen that too.
I mean, you see the video of that one, and I live on a swamp back here, and some nights you can actually hear the alligators.
Wow.
Yep.
Yeah, I couldn't do it.
He got chicken and alligators.
We got, bro. You know what we got down here that causes the most destruction to my property? Black bears.
A bear?
Yep.
Got bears
everywhere.
Wow.
Jeez. I got bent fences. I got a broken fence, a bent fence post.
So what, they come and eat the chickens?
The garbage.
That's crazy.
Yep.
All
and
damn
like,
animals.
see, I live in a very rural area, so where I live, it's just little pockets of neighborhoods, and then you're just surrounded by forests, vast acres of forest, hundreds and hundreds and thousands of acres of forest. Like, so we're just like little pockets of neighborhoods. So the bears go and try to get the garbage and the shit from us.
Jeez, I only thought bears live in like the mountains. I didn't know they lived down there.
I didn't know there was bears in Florida. See, I'm originally from upstate New York. I grew up there 44 years of my life. And when I came down to Florida, it's like 7 years ago, like I had no idea that there was even bears in Florida. And come to find out, there's more fucking bears in Florida than New York.
Wow.
And I couldn't believe that.
I used to go to upstate New York all the time.
Yeah, that's where I'm from.
Yeah, so my grandparents, they had an RV and they had friends upstate. So we used to go up there all the time. And we used to be in the pool and we'll see a bear and the cubs and stuff walking around on like the wood line and stuff like that. They're like 50 yards away. So they never really came up unless they had traffic. It didn't bother no one. Like, first time I seen it, we went in the house. Me and my brother went in the house. They was like, they're not gonna do that. And they just down there eating berries or whatever they eat. So I just wouldn't think you would have them in Florida because I would think they need to hibernate.
Yeah, so not here.
they just out.
there's just so many of them too. Like I was overwhelmed with how many bears I was seeing at one point.
Jeez.
Yeah, I couldn't believe it.
I had to hunt them bad boys. Y'all can't hunt down there, could you?
Not the bears, no.
Okay.
They had an open season on bears 1 year, and I think it lasted 1 day, dude. They slaughtered like 500 of them.
Wow.
Damn.
And they shut it down immediately.
Wow. Because that still sort of has to keep the population of the deer and all the other stuff you got going on.
Yeah. Well, like I said, where I live, dude, it's just nothing but forest. I mean, I live about 10 minutes away from where the Navy does practice bombing.
Wow, that sounds pretty scary.
It shakes your house sometimes because they use live ordnance too.
Wow.
So they're dropping lives.
Yeah, that sounds pretty.
Yeah.
Florida's wild, bro.
It sounds like it.
Country, bro.
Like Florida it should be its own little country, dude.
I definitely like Florida. Like that's my favorite place to vacation. My favorite place to vacation.
Yeah.
Like it's so when I came to Florida in December, I came down there with the expectation it's gonna feel like summertime. So we took all the kids, everyone had on shorts. And the dude was like, "Yeah, you must be from up north."
Yeah.
Like, here's the sweaters. We need to go buy some clothes.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, you definitely from up north. It's not hot.
Yeah, it gets a little chilly in the winter.
Yeah, it's like probably about 60.
Yeah.
When we came down here.
That's cold.
Yeah, it's pretty wet here. He was like, "Yeah, you must be from up north."
That's cold here.
Yeah. I love it.
I mean, just last week we were hitting like 105.
Man. And I don't think so. What's your occupation?
I'm a roofer.
And you were sitting on the roof at 105 degrees?
Yeah.
Ain't no fucking way.
Ain't no way. I'm cooking. Ain't no way. So how long
it's
cooking ain't even
over 25 years.
Man.
Over 25 years.
You gonna retire doing that?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I put too much time into let it go now. You know, I got 15 years left and then I'm done. So
y'all have like a union or how's that?
Not in Florida. Not in Florida. I was in the union back in New York though. So I still get a pension from them when I retire also.
Okay.
You was doing nothing in New York.
What's that?
I just said you were doing the roofing thing in New York.
Yes.
Damn. You did it in like, well, I guess that wouldn't count, like skyscrapers and shit like that, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
So you don't have no fear of heights at all?
No, not at all. No.
Fuck
I embrace it. Actually, I love it. I absolutely love it, man. There is nothing like seeing a sunset from 600 feet in the air.
Yeah, that's
or
nice
a sunrise.
That's nice to know. When you got to get down, that's a problem.
I couldn't do it.
When you're up that high and when you start getting on buildings like, say, like over 30, 40 stories, they're built to sway. And you can feel it.
Nah, bro.
Yeah.
Nah, and then you got wind. No, it's no way.
It's the wind that I'm scared of the most, bro.
Exactly. It's no way. So I got a 3-story townhouse. My deck is on my middle floor. And I got a tree out back. I grabbed a 6-foot ladder, put it on the middle of the deck, climbed up 3 steps on the ladder, and I felt like I was a million feet in the air, and I got down. My wife was like, "But you're on the deck." I was like, "No, it's different up here." She was like, "But you're on the deck." I was like, "I can't do it.
That's not for everyone.
Nah, it just feels like you're about to fall. Like, even if you might be secure, it just seems like
I've already fallen off one roof.
Oh man!
Over how many stories?
2.
Oh nah, that's what, 30 feet?
It was altogether. I think they measured at 25 or something like that.
You break anything?
I shattered my heel in 10 spots.
So you try to land on your feet?
Yeah, I did land on my feet. Unfortunately.
Hi, Spider-Man.
Well, the funny thing is you say that, right? Because this is a residential that I was working on at the time. I don't do residential anymore. I do commercial now. But I fell into a concrete gangway, and you can see on the sides of the houses my claw marks trying to stop myself from sliding down on both sides of the houses.
Jeez. So you was looking like you was out there trying to do some parkour.
Yeah. Yep. That's funny too, because like I fell and I immediately stood back up. I was like, all right, I just fell, you know what I mean? I went to take a step and I fell flat on my face.
Dang.
Hey, will you go put my chickens away? Yeah.
Dang, yeah, that's wild.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Thank you.
What was going through your mind when that was happening, if you can remember?
Nothing.
The only thing I was going through my mind at that point was
don't die.
I just got hurt really bad and my fucking wife is pregnant.
Oh yeah, that sucks.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that's what was going through my mind at that point.
Yeah, I gotta work.
It's like, holy shit, I got another kid on the way and I just hurt myself. Like this can't be happening right now.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
But I feel like kids definitely changes. You know what I mean? It makes our mentality totally different from when you don't have kids.
Yeah, oh yeah, for sure. Like there's events in life that change you. Having kids is one of them.
You
know, whether it's for the worse or better, you know, but it is life changing.
Definitely it is. So do you involve your kids with your reptiles, with your chickens and all that type of stuff?
I try to, you know, the most involvement I have with my kids and chickens, like you just heard me telling him to go put them away for the night. Thank you.
So do they get the same reaction from the animal, like the chicken, like you do?
Nah, not really. I think they more or less don't give a shit.
So they gotta go chase the chicken. The chicken ain't running to them.
No. Well, they're at this time of night, they're already in their coop. All you gotta do is just shut the door.
So what's the purpose of shutting the door?
So nothing gets in.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah.
I don't want raccoons or anything going in there, stealing the eggs or messing one of my chickens up, and then I got to shoot it.
I never shut my chicken coop door.
No kidding. I have to. I got a bad raccoon problem around here.
Yeah, we don't have any. We had a fox, and that's gone. We had rabbits, they're gone. Like we don't really have that many animals. I rarely see a deer. I would think the only thing that I would be scared of getting my chickens would probably be like an owl or a hawk. Or my own dogs.
That's a very, very real thing that can happen.
Yeah.
That's why I say owls eat chickens.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Damn, birdie,
I get lucky because I got a lot of crows that hang out around here, so the owls kind of stay at bay until like nighttime. Once you at nighttime, though, you'll start hearing the owls everywhere around here.
Yeah.
Yep, big barred owls.
That's what I wish I was able to see. I seen someone on TikTok. They end up catching one. It fell in the horse trough in water and it got stuck and they ended up catching it. I was like, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Owl?
Yeah. It's a falconer. He lives probably about 20 minutes away from me. And he has owls, hawks, some type of eagle. It's not a bald eagle, but he has all types of stuff.
I could tell you that I've learned more about owls than I ever cared to know by just joining the Whiz Tank crew.
Facts. Facts.
No, like I'm an expert on owls at this point.
All different types.
Like I can tell you some crazy facts about owls. Like owls don't even have eyeballs; they have eye tubes.
Yep.
That's crazy.
Yep. And they don't move. That's why they.
And they don't move. Yeah, they don't move. Their eyes don't move in the tube. It's just their head that moves.
Yep. It's crazy.
You know what's crazy? I never really thought about that shit. I'm about to go look that up now.
Yep. That's why their heads can turn all the way around because the eyes don't move.
Yeah,
so the eyes they just face front all the time.
Yep. And they're not even eyeballs; they're just tubes.
Yep. And they got 3 layers of eyelids, I think. Also.
Yes, dude, they're incredible little animal, man.
I see why Wiz is pretty intimidated by him.
Yeah, I be scared of them shit too.
And they're super smart.
Yep.
I would be scared of them shits too.
And they got something that's big enough to grab kids.
Yeah. Bro, they said, they got 3D or binocular vision.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And
they don't make no noise when they fly.
Zero sound when they fly.
Bro, that's the scary shit. That is the scary shit.
That's crazy.
Oh my God, that's some scary shit.
You don't even know this dude.
They hell too.
Just the wildlife around here in general is pretty awesome for the most part. Besides the raccoons, I can't stand them fucking things.
They can't turn sockets because of the shape.
Actually, you know, I used to love raccoons. I used to think they were the coolest little trash panda looking animals in the world until I got chickens.
I understand that.
Now they're like my enemy.
I can understand that. I see the raccoon. They don't rob the cat's food.
Bro, they steal my rat food all the time.
That's crazy.
All the time. I'm constantly replacing my rat food from them stupid little crooks.
How do they?
Because my shed shifted, so I can't shut my doors all the way now.
Oh.
That's crazy.
Yeah, raccoon part of shit too, boy.
Yeah.
Oh, it gets me so irritated. I'll go in there, I'll see buried little lingered shit balls on the floor.
Yeah.
It drives me nuts.
I looked up YouTube videos of raccoons. One of them used to come in these people's house to the doggy door. And it scared the dog.
Yeah, well.
It came in, scared the dog, did like this, grabbed the dog food, and went back out. I was like, bro, I swear, if my dog gets scared by a raccoon, you gotta go. Like, you gotta go.
Hey, bro,
the raccoons
are scary looking creatures, bro. But the thing is, too, they'll like you can like act like you scaring them off. They'll leave and then they'll come back.
Yeah, they'll come right back.
Like they don't give two fucks.
They're ballsy.
They'll let you think that you scared me off, and I'm right back talking again. Like
I've straight up thrown shit at him and then look out my window 10 minutes and he's back in the yard again.
Not giving 2 fucks. That shit is crazy.
Y'all see the video Miguel had when his dog got attacked by a raccoon? Crazy. His dog punished the raccoon.
Yeah, that dog punished that raccoon.
I was pretty punished too. I was like, man, that's a fight. Because you got to think the raccoon got actual hands.
Yeah. I mean, I love all animals, but you ain't fucking with my chickens.
All right, here we go.
Bro, we got a question. Oh, my bad. Saying, how many ball pythons do you have? How many clutches have you dropped? What kind of incubator do you use? Do you breed your own rodents? What's your rodent diet? They had a paragraph of questions. All right, Adrian.
That's what I'm talking
All
about.
right. Well, right now I'm working with about 80 ball pythons. This year so far, I've had 6 clutches drop. 5 are still in the incubator. Sea Serpent's hot box is the incubator I'm using, and then I do breed my own rodents, but I don't breed enough, so I have to buy some. And my rodent diet is Missouri.
How many
and black sunflower seeds and mealworms.
Okay.
Nice.
How many rodent racks you got?
I have one that holds 15 bins, and then I have 2 other ones that hold 4 bins each.
Okay.
So I'm running about, I run 4-to-1 ratio. I'm thinking about pushing it down to a 3-to-1 because it's getting really hot here. But I always find that I'm not a very good rodent breeder. I don't know why. I do everything everybody else does. I just think that it's too damn hot.
Okay. It's probably because of egg. Yeah.
You know, it's like the same thing with my chickens. They slowed down on egg production too.
Yeah, I heard chickens only had they're born with however many eggs they're ever gonna have.
I heard that too, and that's a wrap once it's done.
Yeah,
you get your best eggs from within in between 1 to 3 years.
Yeah. So with your rodents, you just do all rats?
Rats, mice, and ASFs.
Okay.
Colossal mice.
The only ones that I feed off though are the Norwegians, because my snakes will eat them. Everyone eats Norwegians without a problem, so I just stick with that.
Yeah. So how many colonies of the other 2 do you have? And what do you use those for?
Supplement when I run out, you know what I mean? I'll throw those. When I don't have anything else, that's when I'll grab the mice and the ASFs and start throwing them in the tubs. But I run the ASFs. I think it's right now I'm doing like 5-to-1. And the mice, I just let them colonize themselves.
They like Hannibals.
Yeah, they're the ASFs, dude. ASFs are some of the sketchiest little rats ever. Like it could be fine one day, and then all of a sudden one rat moves the wrong way. It's like, yo, get that dude.
Get him.
You know what I mean? Like, yeah, and that's a rat, bro. That dude's done. You know, whoever. It's just like they just pick somebody out of just for no reason and just like, yeah, we're murdering this dude today.
Gotta go. I got one rat. I got one snake that eats ASF, and every time I go to pick up the ASF from the guy, every time he pulls the tub, he's like, "Oh, that one just died today. That one's still fresh." I'm like, "Dang."
Yeah.
They just
I got clown. Well, my main recessive projects is hypo, and then we got clown going into it, and starting to mix DG into the mix now. And I got recessives. I'm not breeding also.
Like what?
G-stripe.
Yeah. Yeah, them G-stripe.
I just haven't decided what I fully want to do with that recessive yet. If I want to let somebody else play with it or see what else I can do with it. But it's like, what else can be done with G-stripe? You know, like the most thing you're going to try to want to do with G-stripe at this point is put pattern back into it.
Yeah, that's true.
I wonder what a Cosmos G-stripe would look like.
Probably pretty busy.
I wonder what a monsoon G-stripe would look like.
That would look well. I think somebody's trying that because I've wondered too. Like since monsoon is so powerful and G-stripe is so powerful, you know, like what kind of will it give it the stripe with a monsoon look? Because that'd be pretty awesome.
That would be pretty dope. I still think you would still need like a color enhancer because my normal G-stripe was like green.
Oh yeah, mine's like copper brown.
Yeah. I think you need some type of color with it, but yeah, I think that'd be pretty dope.
Yeah.
So if you had infinite amount of money, say you had $1 million, and you can buy one project, but it only can be it can only be a 2.6. That's all you can get is 2.6. What would be the first genes you'll go for?
We talking just ball pythons?
Yep, ball pythons.
Oh man, that's a tough question because I'm working with the genes I want to. So I'd just take a trip to Canada and see if Mark Mandic would let me raid his bins. You know, it's like, hey, bro, you want a bunch of cash?
Show me the whole bag rack. Show me the whole bag rack. Nah, that's,
you know what I mean? Like,
that's what's up. So how do you
know.
find,
it's like that's a lot of money for ball pythons, you know? It's like, how do you spend $1 million on ball pythons?
I said the same thing.
Yeah.
And then you got some people that say, oh, I can. That's easy.
I'm sure you can, but is it going to be a project base at that point? You know? Or are you just going to have everything?
I think that's what happened. You just have so much stuff that you're going to turn into a Will Banks.
Yeah.
What are your
top 5 incomplete dominance? Calico is my number 1 right now. Scrambler, Mandarin, Asphalt. And this is going to be a shocker probably to most people, but Cinnamon.
Cinnamon. Over Black Pastel.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm one of them weirdos.
That's interesting.
Yep.
So I say it's interesting because
on orange, all the orange genes, they had the oranges. I knew you were gonna do that.
What changed my mind on that is when I put my hypo cinnamon next to my hypo black pastel, and the hypo cinnamon just fucking blows it out of the water.
Nice. So do you think it's just that comparison, or majority of the ones that you see?
Well, not only that, but I think cinnamon looks absolutely perfect in dark night combos.
Mm. I can see that. Yeah, I can see that.
Absolutely perfect with dark night.
I just don't know how to tell the difference between a cinnamon and a normal versus a black pastel and a normal.
Right.
Like the black pastel, to me, it looks more like a false GHI.
Yeah, but like the black pastel, the alien heads are more drawn into the belly, where cinnamons are more keyholed out. You know, like that's one way to tell.
It's interesting.
You might have a cinnamon brand.
I might just have. I don't know what these things are at all. I don't know what they are. Yeah, but I'm gonna definitely try cinnamon and get them shed. At least one. At least a boy.
Here, let me see if I can do a quick comparison.
Oh shit.
Need the hypo too.
This is the black pastel.
I can see that
hypo, and that's the cinnamon hypo.
And that joint is clean too. And that
to me, that's night and day.
Yeah, it's brighter and everything. That one is darker.
Yeah, and that's why I choose cinnamon over black pastel in a lot of my projects, at least. They work better. Cinnamon works better with stuff I'm working with, I believe.
Got you.
And plus, it's just slept on, dude.
Cinnamon is not bad, right? The super cinnamon doesn't.
No, it is. You get kinks with it.
Okay.
Yep. Yeah, I'm not trying to make any supers.
I knew the black pastel was. I didn't know if the cinnamon was. So when you first got into it, who motivated you to? Well, who did you learn the most?
Well, I mean, hands-on experience was I got from my mentor. From there, I kind of feel like after a while, I dove so deep into it where I had so much more time to do it than he had that it came to a point where I was bringing him information now. You know what I mean? So after that, I just kind of felt like not peaked, you know what I mean? Because that just sounds like unappreciative, I guess.
Yeah.
But outgrow would be a better word to say. So I kind of outgrew that situation, and then I started leaning more towards the Patreons and people in the Patreons and the private groups for the information. But learning right off the bat, like YouTube, you know, that was right off the bat, learning combos from Brian Barczyk. He was the first person that I saw and started like really diving in deep, like teaching me morphs. After that, I accidentally found mutation creation, and it was a wrap. After that, I'm like, this dude's making the most insane shit I've ever seen. I just started following him, and it probably makes sense now why I have so much yellow belly complex.
It sounds like me too. That sounds like me. That's not like me. I think that Billy, they definitely influenced the projects. My yellow belly.
Brian Barczyk, he showed me diversity. He had so many different species. It was just like, I don't even know what I want when I watch his videos. Like, he had so much different stuff. And what really got me hooked with him was when he get the shipments in, and he's like, it's 150 ball pythons just delivered. He's just like pulling stuff out the boxes, and he's just like, oh, that's just this, and putting it. I was like, bro,
pulling out full clutches out of the box.
I was like, this is dope. Like, I didn't think that was real because he bred so much stuff himself also. You know what I mean? So it was just, man, he taught me a lot. And then just the education that he was saying. I learned a lot
who else?
Morphs from Chris Hardwick.
I was just about to say, man, Chris Hardwick taught me a lot about morph combinations, man.
Yep. He told me everything. It got to a point to where my wife was like, oh, we're watching this guy again.
Yeah. It's like Uncle Chris.
We're watching Uncle Chris. She was like, is he high? I was like, I think so.
His voice is very distinctive, so it's like,
he's a big dude too.
Is he really?
Like, yeah, he's like 6'5".
Jeez, and he has way more channels.
So when he grew his beard out, he did like a time lapse of his beard.
Time lapse for the beard, yeah. I was watching him on his motorcycle channel. He got motorcycle channel. He has animal channel for like his livestock. He breeds dogs.
Yep.
Dude do a lot.
Is he still doing snakes?
Yeah, I would imagine so. Probably just low key.
Yeah, I seen him on Wolf Market.
We gotta ask him to come on one of our shows at one point, man.
So when I was on Wolf Market, I inquired about a snake. He had a bamboo. This is when I made my bamboo clutch. So I inquired about a snake. He replied to me. And instantly I said, I need you to come back to YouTube so I can learn more about these snakes. He just ghosted me right after that. He just left me alone. I was like, oh, I respect it. I get it. Like, I get it. I'm trying
to get a snake.
He's like, here.
He's trying to like, man, this shit again.
He's like, oh man.
I don't think he understands the impact he had on people.
Thanks.
You know what I mean? And that's not saying that we have to hold them to that standard either. I don't think sometimes people don't understand the impact they have.
Yeah. Because it was just fun for him. I even used to watch him when he did the Ask a Snake Breeder.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had the series when he was just live, Ask a Snake Breeder. Yeah, he's pretty cool.
A lot of videos. There's a lot of videos on YouTube.
Yeah. But I mean, even with mutation creation, like they slowed down on a lot of the stuff that they started. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like their egg curtains, they slowed down on a lot of egg curtains.
I ain't even seen them do the pick of the week stuff neither.
Yeah, I haven't seen one of those in a while.
Been a minute.
Yeah, I haven't seen a pick of the week in a while. They started doing the Saturday school or something like that. School or something. They were doing that for a little bit. They slowed down a lot, I would say.
Everybody probably get into their own stuff for real though. So you think about it, I think all of them are breeding now, like Elias, Lohan, Austin, even if Jaffe goes up there help.
And just think of how many snakes alone are at Billy's facility. Just at Billy's facility, you know.
It's crazy.
Hold on,
crazy. And they just had a video. I don't remember whose show was on, but they did an interview with him, and they were asking about like how they met, all that type of stuff. And Billy was like up front, he was an ass. He was like, I ain't want nobody to feed my collection. I only feed my collection. I only do this. All you can do is this. You can't. All you can do is clean snake tubs. That's all you're gonna do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you seeing that video?
Man, that's crazy.
It's crazy to see how their relationship is now, though, and how it grew.
Yeah, for sure. And they both got different viewpoints, and I feel like Billy does. Of course, he makes a ton of freaking money with it, but he actually enjoys it as well.
Yeah.
I feel like that's the difference between some people, and he loves helping people.
Oh, yeah.
Like he gonna give you whatever he knows for free.
Facts.
You find it, you know it. That's just how he is, and it's some people that he just doesn't like, and he talks about them. Like, why are you still making these? Why are you still making this? You're a tier 1. I'm like,
I remember that. I remember
that. Tier 1, bro. Like, I'm trying.
Bro, he definitely gets excited.
Bro, you're still a tier 1. I was like, dang, Billy, you make me feel bad.
Who was that,
bro?
Oh, what happened?
Yo, I don't know.
He popped in and popped back out.
He got about 2,000 ball pythons. Definitely. That's
Man.
crazy.
If you could, Brian, if you could visit, so let's say if you can visit, well, besides Canada, if you can visit any other like big breeder facility, where would you go?
Oh, I mean, I think the obvious answer for me would be Justin's.
Okay.
I mean, I see. Yeah, I mean, oh, man, see, that's a tough question, man. Because you don't want to just answer the cliche answer either. You know what I mean? Like, I genuinely mean that answer. Like, he's got a lot of banner shit that I really like.
Yeah, it fits you. You know what I mean?
You know what I mean?
It's not about the person at all. It's about what fits you.
That's why I had to think for a second. I was like, do I really want to fucking say this guy's name?
Hey, I'll be honest. If I can go to any of them, it would be it. The only reason it wouldn't be.
I look up to Justin. I'm not one of those guys, dude. I look up to the dude and appreciate every fucking thing the guy's done.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not on the opposite side of that spectrum.
Yeah, for sure. Like, I respect him. I want to see more than clown. So I don't know where. Honestly, I'd probably go to Ozzy.
Yeah.
I'd probably go to Ozzy. Only because I like his mentality. Like, he took the gene that he loved and just worked it.
And everything.
Literally. Like, he worked it.
The thing about that, you go there, you know, and spend some money with Ozzy, you might come out of there learning how to be a real estate mogul.
That's what I was about to say.
You know what I mean? Like, that guy is so smart with money. It's ridiculous. It's like, it's on a level I don't understand.
And that's a good place to be.
Yeah, 100%.
Well, I think, like, if I go to Justin's facility, I'm going to have to talk to somebody other than Justin. I don't think he does everything. I know he knows everything 100%, but I don't think he does everything 100%.
It's kind of hard with the amount he has, I would imagine. You know, just being realistic about it.
Another place I go is Will Banks. I seen a couple people that went to Will Banks' facility, and they said he had a lot of rooms, a lot of different places that he had incubation rooms.
See, when you pose that question, the first thought in my head too was like, all right, well, am I going to be able to go to this place and get snakes too? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Because I would definitely. I personally suggest a snake. I don't have any Justin snakes. Only big person I have a snake from is Will Banks, and that's just the head leopard albino.
All of my leopard is from Canova.
Nice.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
Yeah. I really, really, really like the leopard stuff he puts out.
Is a walk-in incubator?
Yeah. It's like rooms.
Yeah.
And then he sells the small incubators that we purchased, but his incubator is a freaking room.
Yeah, it's a giant walk-in room.
That's
freaking it's
you
dope.
Just put eggs on the shelf.
I don't even know if I ever want to be that big, though. You know what I mean? Like,
too much.
I have a hard time keeping up with what I have. It's like,
and I'm only halfway where you are, and I feel the same way. That's why I said Ozzy. It's like I want to take the projects that I love the most and just work those.
I mean, that's a perfect blueprint for being successful. You know, focus on some genes and branch them out.
Ooh, not mass on Friday morning.
Sure. Yeah, I want to do that. Like, once I get all my female pies turned into pied head ultra males, then all the female pies I have right now gone. And then any byproducts that's not ultra male, I'm gonna sell them as regular pie price. Like, I'm not really gonna mark the ultra male part of it. I'm gonna say it's there, but I'm not gonna try to push it as ultra male, this, that, and the third. More so, I just want to push it as whatever complete dominance it has, just because it's people like me that want to get into it, but they can't pay the $900 for, you know what I mean? So
you can't say that. You talking about they can't pay the $900. You have the item that's why the people like you that under you that don't want to just up and spend $900 out of
they don't have. When I first came in, I didn't have. My first pie was like I couldn't wrap my head around paying it. I would say that I couldn't wrap my head. I couldn't wrap my head around paying $800 for a black pastel pie.
Said the man that just dropped what he dropped.
Well, I mean, when you first got into this, anyways, like, you know, me, anyways, I was looking at like $100 snakes. Like, man, that's a lot, man. Exactly. You know what I mean? And now and now it's like I tell people, it's like, bro, sometimes like I feel like money isn't real in the ball python world.
It's not, because that shit
doesn't
like, make sense.
I mean, obviously it is, but think about it, right? Think about it, right? I would rather spend $2,000 on a snake than $25 on a pair of slides.
Facts.
I'm there.
Then that's what I mean by like money don't seem real in the ball python world.
I'm there. I get that.
You know, you tell me the snake's $2,000, I'm like, yeah, whatever. You tell me the slides are $50, I'm like, I ain't spending that much fucking money on that.
Bro, that's deep. That's deep. That's true. That is true.
You know what I mean? So that's what I mean by like, it's just sometimes it feels like money ain't real in the industry.
That's true.
I'd be like, that shit is expensive in a heartbeat.
That's true though, because same situation. Like,
it's just a priority thing.
Yeah, when I was buying my melamine racks, I'm in Lowe's. Like, shit, these fucking boards are expensive. They're like $80 the board, right? So I'm in there like, damn, I need how many of these? And then when it turned around time, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna get some ARS. Boop. It's like, boop. Don't even think about it. Don't even think twice.
Nope.
Dang, that's true.
That shit is real.
I mean, like I said, it's a priority thing. It's not, you know, not that the money ain't real. It's just priorities.
You paying for what you want. That's what that shit is. You know what you really want.
Yeah.
You know. You gonna turn around and look at
any other
melamine board, and you gonna be like, "Why the hell did I buy this when I really could have bought that?" I'm trying to tell you.
Once you start adding up the costs of the melamine, then you start adding up the cost of your heat tape, your cords, you know, the time to build it and put it together. You start adding all that up, and you're like, man, I could have just bought the professional shit.
Yeah.
Listen, I just had that same shit when I was the rat rack that I'm building. I did the same shit. I said, damn, he could have just sold me that the same amount that I built the rack. I could have bought one already built with more tubs, and I tried, but then he decided. The person that I was buying it from decided to kind of renege on the whole thing. So I'm like, shit, now I'm stuck by. But I'm like, damn, I could have bought that shit if he would have just sold it to me. It was the same price and everything that I just bought, and it was already built.
And you would have saved your time.
I would have saved hell. I would have been buying racks to put in the tubs.
Man.
Yeah, it's crazy the skips we step. You know, the steps we skip to just try to get it going.
Yep.
Crazy. Yep. That's what you're paying for. That's what you're paying for, though.
Hey, whatever gets your foot in the door, though, gets it in. You know what I mean? And then we go from there.
Yeah.
Yep. I made my most expensive purchases this year.
Yeah.
And I'm proud. This year I think I'm around. Yeah, I am. I'm excited about what I did. I'm only around about 5,000 this year so far.
You made some big leaps. Big leaps.
And I just call it leverage. You know what I mean? Yep. Like I was saying earlier, like you can't want to help people if you don't even have nothing
right.
to try to help people.
Yeah.
I mean, like you gotta have some sort of leverage. So it's pretty cool. Like I'm excited about what I did get. I'm mad one of them wasn't even what it was sold to me as. But the good thing is I was able to send it back and they gave me a refund.
Nice.
So and it was like, shoot, I probably had that snake for probably about 2 months before I even knew that it wasn't. And I still was able to send it back. So salute to them for sure. Because some people be like, man, shoot, mislabeled. You know what I mean? So I was like, all right, that's pretty cool. But yeah, and this industry is pretty cool. It is expensive, but once you win, like it's enjoyable.
Yeah,
it's enjoyable.
I think once you figure it out, you know, like where you want to go and why you're doing it, it becomes really, really enjoyable.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, my why is definitely so the money I make out of this, once I get to the point to where I'm content, I don't need to buy no more snakes. It's going to all vacations. Like anything I make from it, I'm taking my family on vacation with it. Like I'm not investing it because I'm gonna just be replacing stuff with the hatchlings, the grow ups, and all that type of stuff. Like this is my 3rd year. It's my 5th clutch I ever had. So I'm not at that point to where I'm actually making the holdbacks yet. Like I tried, but the sexes was wrong. So here we go. I'm gonna still hold one back. I'm still the dad or whatever. But yeah, that's where I'm at now. But yeah, that's my why. I want to show my kids, find something you like, allow it to work for you, allow it to bring you happiness, and use the monetary part to do the things that you like to do in life.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm at that point now where I'm done. I'm pretty much done buying now.
Yeah.
And it feels great. Now I just sit back and let it build itself, you know?
Yep. That's what I'm at now. Like, I can't say I'm done buying. I need 2 more snakes.
Yeah. How you feel about doing trades?
If it benefits both parties, it's fine. I don't think it should be one-sided.
I
agree. Yeah, I agree. 100%.
And it's got to be somebody you know. It has to be somebody you trust, you know. Because if I trade to somebody and they bring the heebie-jeebies into my house, bro, I'm not going to be fucking happy about it.
True, 100%. 100%. That's the scariest part for me. I had mites once. That was when I first got. That was my 3rd snake I ever had, and it was a bell. And I was wondering why these people was getting rid of it for so freaking cheap. And I didn't know much about mites and all of that type of stuff. And I brought her home and she had these red spots on her. So I was like, maybe she just need to shed. And then after that, I seen one crawling on one of my pods. And then instantly, everything was stripped. I started doing all the research. I was soaking them in. I soaked them things in Dawn dish soap. I soaked them in olive oil. I soaked them in everything until my what did I use? What was that stuff I was using? The dog spray stuff.
Frontline.
Frontline. Yeah. Once my frontline came in, I went through everything and just took care of everything. And since then, I have not came across them. And
yeah, I had mites a few years back, and what a fucking nightmare, man.
Oh my gosh.
Everybody had mites at once.
But we learned from that with our quarantine procedures.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like now you don't even come in this room for the first 3 months, dude. Unless I know you and trust you completely. You know, there's guys that I got snakes from in the crew. The minute they got there, they were in with a female.
True.
You know what I mean?
True. So I learned that from KG. So like the same thing you were just saying. What I do is my personal thing is if you had this snake for a decent amount of time, I don't think this snake has any type of diseases or anything that can harm your whole collection.
Right.
Because you previously had it around your whole collection this whole period of time. But I still do the little swab test and all that type of stuff just because it's like a precaution, just to see.
Right.
So that's pretty cool. But in terms of mites, like my quarantine rack is over here. As soon as I get them in, I'm spraying the quarantine rack down. Frontline the whole snake. I'm going through the whole precaution of that individual snake. Once the swab come back, I put them right into the rack.
Yeah.
Because I'm not buying. I haven't bought a snake from somebody that I haven't trusted since that incident. So,
right, yeah, we're at that point probably in our snake careers that we're pretty much now buying from only people we know.
Exactly. Yeah. So I have no fear
or trusted.
Yep, I have no fear of a mite situation. This last collection I picked up, I will honestly say, when I seen it, I knew I wanted it. I knew it was no mites or anything like that, but I just feel like they weren't at the size that I would expect them to be.
They weren't what you should be.
Yeah, they just weren't at the size I expect them to be. So in terms of, I won't say they were neglected because they were fed, but I just don't feel like they were how I would have kept it.
Well, that's how you got it. That's why they with you now.
Yeah, like it was no no issues, no respiratory infections, none of that type of stuff. And all of them tested good with the little swab test and stuff. So
nice.
Worried about that part. They just weren't what I would have expected. Like for the year that I seen, I was like, oh, this is gonna be pretty nice size. Nah. It's like dang. Dang. But I got a pretty good deal. And I'm only keeping 1, 2, 3. I think I only got like 6 of them that I actually kept out of 19.
Nice.
That ain't bad.
Yeah.
No, that's not bad at all.
Yeah. And that's only because they was dope.
Well, fellas, we are pulling up on 3 hours. We're going to go ahead and start ending this off right here. I appreciate you coming through, Mr. Bar Ross himself.
Hey.
For sure. OTP, man. Shout out to the Wish Tang clan. Shout out to the Bomb Projects Patreon clan. Shout out to the Off the Plank family. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to, you know what I'm saying? Hashtag
you know who you are.
Exactly. I appreciate y'all in the comments for coming through and showing love for usual. You know what I'm saying? It wouldn't be possible without y'all. We definitely appreciate y'all coming through. Brandon, my host, my co-host, I appreciate you coming in, bro. Showing love.
No doubt.
Asking for knowledge. B, stay behind for a second. We're gonna thank you some more. I'm gonna run the outro and all that. All right.
Hey man, I just want to say appreciate you guys having me on, man. Anybody that tuned in, man, we appreciate it very much.
No doubt.
Make sure y'all like, comment, share, and subscribe. My page is almost at 400 followers. I'm probably gonna do I said I was gonna do a giveaway for that. I just gotta see how I'm orchestrated. And then Brandon, how many followers on your page now?
I think like 750.
Hey.
Okay. Yeah, so
you
know what I'm saying? We're trying to get up there, man, slowly but surely. But yeah, man, I need y'all to help me grow the YouTube channel on my end so that way we can do it on both ends. And we keep growing as a family. We get more people to come on here and show snakes, talk snakes. talk anything for real life, anything, man. We can get everybody involved. But other than that, we are out. See y'all next week. Oh, y'all stay tuned on my Instagram. We're gonna have a special. We're gonna have a funny. I don't even know how to explain. It's gonna be a dope episode with the Rack Attack. We got some folks that hit me. They hit me on the DM and they told me that they want to. They said sign us up for the Rack Attack. Nice. So, we're gonna orchestrate that. I think y'all gonna enjoy this. I think y'all gonna enjoy this one. It's gonna be real dope. It's gonna be real dope. But other than that,
also on Saturday at Rack Attack too, we got like probably about 4 more games. We gonna open up a whole different thing just to get more publicity to new breeders to pretty much everybody. It's not gonna be like structured like this. It's gonna be structured just like an actual game show. So that's coming soon. I say probably about 2 weeks we'll have everything in the works. It's gonna be pretty fun.
Yeah, so y'all stay tuned. We'll get y'all the time and the date and all that extra. Y'all stay tuned. Keep it tuned in. So we'll see y'all on the next one. All right, Yiddy.